I stay high flying through smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now.
Yeah, I be smoking Havanas, drinking Dom P, thinking beyond deeper than Gandhi. While I'm on the yacht, counting G's, smoking trees. I'm about to be a billionaire, dipped in fresh gear, flicking $100 bills in the air. Bogard and Triangle, they getting money too. It's what we do. Provide for our families like the Kennedys and the Carters do. Like Sean and B, rhyme with D. Greatest of the all time, like Mike Tyson, Jordan, Jackson in they prime. Y'all haters still can't take our shine. Like every day of my life, I stay high, floating through them smoke clouds.
I stay high flying through smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. Slow and low like the chorus, smoke a forest like a wildfire. Sip on liquors in between, feeling like a golden child. Going up on some golden suds, rolling up on some potent bud. It's a daily situation where we come from. If you really know what's up, then you would get some. But no knots do not beat the same drum. I prefer cognac, but I will take rum. I prefer IPA, but I will go bud. Anything goes in the San Jose slums. This shit is better than hot. Man, this shit is well done. 808 kick drums make the girlies get done. This is the new drink, it's smoke anthem.
They call Bogard Scott free when they want smoke. I ain't talking about beef, I'm talking about that dope. Shipping out peas, flying elbows. No wrestling, but we off the top rope. Work fresh off the boat, packs on the plane. Then we back on the road, going state to state. Money, pussy, good weed, all I need in life. Call it blasphemous, I get stoned like Jesus Christ. Ask the Lord, he'll vouch that we bout scratch. Who hear the noise, me and my boys pushing loud packs. Getting high till my day ends. Cheaper 8% a day, Carpe Diem.
Every day of my life, I get high. Every day of my life, I get high.
It's beautiful. Scott, Prime. First off, I'm always in pocket. I'm more cocky than arrogant when I rock it. I'm like a funky experiment they concocted. But now I'm kamikaze in the cockpit. Pause. Fuck the game on my cock stiff. Fuck your side and your main for pillow talking. What part of the game is this? Is no code. I can't believe that it came to this. No holds barred, Bogard Scott free. I brought the block. No carbon copy, the one and only we rock. I heard the view is sick, but it's lonely at the top. Push work, steady working against the hands on the clock. I keep my head tilt, in case anybody watching. I ain't trying to get pilled. In case anybody talking, anybody guts spilt. Best believe I'm plotting, best believe blood spilt. Get body, get killed. I'm always on some fuck how you felt. Cause when you push soft, can't be soft like felt. Shining dipped in water like Phelps. Meanwhile they still crying over spilt milk. Such a shame though. One of the main reasons why me and you ain't the same though. Go getter, I'm leaving with what I came for. No lactose, milk and shit for the sand hoe. Mooey.
Yeah, you know, what up though? You got Herb Gotti, Herb the Block, Herb whatever you wanna call me. What's up, Bogard? Here we go. To be the shit on the MIC, it takes more than a dope beat. But goddamn, my man, you fucking did it again. Prime 1 fam, banging from here to
Eureka.
We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Oh yeah, what up, what up? We are back, the Real Fantasy Playmakers in the building. Saturday morning, we got the Q&A session going down for you guys, so get those questions in, get those super chats in, and make sure you join as a YouTube member. Link is in the chat. And first off, we got to bring out the most lit man on the panel. He's repping the whole nation of gurus, our man Spencer the Guru in the building.
We are the nation. Woo! What's happening, Playmakers? Another Saturday morning cartoons episode, man. Q&A. Get those questions in, man. It's going to be a lit one. Week 5. About to get underway. I know y'all got them because of the injuries. I know I've got a lot of lineup questions. So, yeah, ready to get this thing underway, y'all. Let's go.
We are in full swing right now. It is week 5. We got a bunch of crazy injuries. It is it's what we know and love, and this is why you work the waiver wire. This is why you're here asking questions to the crew to make sure you get these dubs. And the host of the show, the host with the most. I think he left Luigi out in the back, but our man Bogard Scott free in the building.
Yes. Now can you dig that? Sucker!
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look at this. We in full swing. We going full cock. We ain't half cocking shit over here, man. You know what I mean? You know, you can't fornicate with a half cock.
All in, baby.
Blue Chew, give us money.
It's like putting a wet noodle through a keyhole. You know what I mean? It's not happening. You know what I mean? Full cock action. Pause.
And we're going to shout out everyone in the chat, but we got to shout out Kyle Grove coming through with the super chat nice and early. Don't forget, every $5 super chat, you get an entry into the Sergio Mix-a-Lot signed jersey raffle going down at the end of the month. It's going down on Halloween. So I'm going to get your entry in there, bro. And we got for the question, my only QB in fantasy football is Russell Wilson. Well, let's not ride. And said, would you drop Latavius Murray for Trevor Lawrence? Yeah, right away. Do it right now. And put it in the chat just so we know that you did it and made the right move, like right now.
Listen, I want you to put Russ down and step away slowly. All right? Step away slowly. Keep your hands where we can see them. Drop the Russ.
Well, he said drop Latavius Murray. I mean, you know,
I'm just saying.
It's damn near that time. I mean, even in some dynasty leagues, I made sure to not play Russ, and I was super excited about it. And
I made the judgment call of playing Russ over Cooper Rush, and I never thought I'd be upset about that.
Yeah, freaking Russ, man. I mean, honestly, like, I got a trade offer in the 16 from extra sauce. Shout out to Dion. But with Geno Smith involved, but I'm on the fence about it now because I don't trust Russ. Russ is one of my top 2 QBs. Now I'm like, I might need Geno. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that deal, Dion, just because I have no confidence anymore in Russ.
Russ?
No, he was trying to shoot. He was trying to shoot me a draft pick for Geno, so I'd be down to just Russ and Brady, and I'd feel naked at QB if that's all I had.
For sure.
Yeah,
and then it said we let Russ cook too long. Now he's just cooked.
Yeah, he's got Cook going to Denver. Maybe they introduced him to some good plan out there because he looks.
Russ got that. Hey, Russ is half white and half black, but when he makes the potato salad, it's definitely the white version.
Or maybe it's just maybe he needs to find some good plan out there. That's his issue. If he just do like Rodgers, go on the DMT trips and some good plan, he might actually play better. He's trying to be corny Russ, and it's just not working.
Get some mushrooms from Jake the Snake out there. Like Jake the Snake Plumber is out there. He's got a mushroom farm out in Colorado.
Yeah, got all this Broncos country. Let's ride. That's it. Broncos country. Let's ride. Like, chill out, dude. Stop being so uptight and corny.
Broncos country, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Ignorant Thinkers podcast in the building.
Go, Dennis.
Dennis.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Dennis'
Dennis, man.
Eagles. Only 4-0 team left. Holy shit.
Talk that shit, Dennis.
Oh, you
know what I
got
mean?
talking that shit.
Yeah, Marco in the house repping Germany. What up? And he said, shout out to the future. And he said, what up? He said, how was the laser tag yesterday? Noble loved it. Of course, I was the best, in all 3 rounds that we had. I was just destroying these little kids, making them feel stupid, out there. Man, it was me and Noble on all 3 just by ourselves. So, it was 3-on-2 each time, too. And it's me just telling Noble, go for the base. I'm going to take all 3 of these fools out at the same time. And a lot of times I had them on retreat too much where they were going back to the base. I needed to let them get a little closer so Noble could sneak around, but he liked it, being real sneaky with the op.
Yeah, you gotta go up and shoot the thing in their base, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was pretty
fun. Motherfuckers. I remember back in the day, y'all remember QZAR?
Oh, yeah.
And you would only have so many shots. Then you got to go find the joint and charge your shit.
I don't remember that part of it, but now that you're saying it, that does sound familiar.
You remember that shit?
You literally had to reload in laser tag.
Yeah, there was a barrel. And it had a little screen on it that was in the shape of the gun. So you go over there and put the gun on it. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And you reload, and you go to shit.
Yeah.
So then there would be people. So you would just chill too. You would wait for the motherfuckers. Back then, QZAR was so popping, it'd be 12-on-12. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you just wait in the cut and just shoot everyone as they're trying to go reload. You know what I mean?
Sitting ducks.
Yeah,
sitting ducks. I like it. Laser tag's fun. Probably. I mean, I've never gone paintballing, but man, I just feel paintball. That's unforgiving. If you
got shot in the neck going paintballing, we had the full gear and everything, bro.
Still caught you in the neck.
And somebody caught me right in there. And it was one of them. It was probably one of them frozen joints because I was all because motherfuckers with dickheads like that. They freeze their fucking paintballs.
Damn.
They fuck their guns up like that too, though.
Right, but did it welt you up though?
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah!
Got me right in there. I'm in.
Really put you down.
You got me in the neck. Go on without me.
Oh man, yeah. Fuck paintball, man. I'm too nervous about getting just like that, getting hit in the neck or somewhere of the one unexposed spot. That's how I feel. I would just get it.
Dude, motherfuckers get got in the ear. I've got hit in the fucking the face mask before. Oh shit, get shot. You know what I mean? Right.
And Tino said paintball's not bad if you go to a spot. Paintball with friends is just bad. Spots regulate the paintball guns. Okay, so
yeah, hell yeah.
Okay,
out here. So now it's like a massive bum village, right? But there's a creek out here, and people used to they used to call it the teacups because years ago, motherfuckers made big old dirt jumps, and people just ride their bikes over there. But then that morphed into people would ride their bikes there, but also go paintballing there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now it's just a big, massive bum village. You know what I mean? Now it's just the population probably got thou wow in that motherfucker, bro. There's the hell of motherfuckers just living in the creek, bro. Yeah. And that rainy season come around, what you gonna do, brother? What you gonna do when the rain comes for you?
Get that big 10 up. That probably won't even do it because
that's funny. And Tino said the teacups is where it's at, bro. I smoked weed for the first time at the teacups.
See, everybody remembers the teacups. You know what I mean?
Why?
Might have seen my first pair of titties at the teacups. I ain't gonna lie. You just go with your boy. Hella fools would be deep biking. You know what I'm saying? That was the days with the pegs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, yeah.
Tino said the big ass ramp at the teacups was crazy. Elaborate on that big ass ramp.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of nasty spills. We're waiting for a jackass. We haven't seen it. Teacups is legendary.
Savage Jeremy in the house. What up, bro?
Shout out to Savage Jeremy.
And Mike's in the house. Said hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to smoke a bowl because we are getting real stoned here on a Saturday morning. You better join us. What's everyone smoking on out there? Throw in the chat.
Man, and delicious ass bubblicious cookies, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing no different than a regular cookies, bro. I just don't know how they put the terpenes in that motherfucker. It's just incredible. They put the gum in the dirt.
The science. It's fucking awesome.
Fucking science.
And Tino said, K-Botton, don't tell nobody. So we were talking
just
about,
told us.
I saw this right before we popped in. No, I was talking about it with Spence and Bogey. He's like one of those guys. If you're just like dumpster diving, your head's all the way in the trash can, you're moving everything out of the way, and you find a little penny, at the bottom of this trash can. That might be him. He's definitely not a loose quarter, but maybe a penny that you pick up and play if you're trash.
If it was heads up.
Yeah, I'd said him and Daniel Bellinger was another one you could find deep there in the dumpster.
Really
He might get some volume. Otten's more probably like with Brady, hoping maybe he could get the greasy tug. Brady likes to target
because he'll be like, what about
there.
what's Julio's status? Because I think that really
I think Julio's a game time decision. Yeah. So Gage might do a little more this week.
Here's the reason why I would play Otten over Bellinger, and it's 100% matchup based, not volume, not anything like that. 1,000,000% matchup based. Packers.
Yeah, Atlanta. Brady owns Atlanta.
Yeah,
no, but also Atlanta's just one of the worst against the tight end right now.
True, yeah, and Njoku carved them up last week.
The only teams giving up more points to the tight ends right now are Seattle and Arizona, and those are the two teams that I already said. If your tight end is playing them, you just figure out a way to play them against them because they're just going to ball. Atlanta is also one of those, and it's crazy on the flip side. The Bucks, they're number 4 in giving up the most points to the tight end. So it sucks that Pitts missed this game because this was going to be one of those games that he might have got off and you might have been able to sell him right after.
I think Atlanta's the most fugazi we saw because the first couple of weeks people were like excited, like Mariota and this and that. And then by the time we was in like week 3, I was already like, see, y'all remember him?
It took 2 games worth of tape for everyone to fucking figure him out. That's it.
That's what I was saying. I said this on the Bet Nola show this week. They thought I was crazy, but I told them this week at halftime, Mariota, don't be shocked if he gets benched. I think he's going to get benched for Ritter this week.
Desmond Ritter, John Ritter's estranged nephew?
Yeah, so if you have Mariota, try to dump him now. If you have him in like super flex or something, I think this is the beginning of the end for him. I should have done it with fucking Trubisky last week. Fuck, well, I tried to, but no one bit.
And you tried to do it with me too. Yeah. Trubisky, you got Pickett. I was like, no.
Yeah, no, that was stupid on my part. I should have offered you draft picks or something.
Yeah, probably would have been better.
I was stupid. I should have done. Well, I didn't think it was that urgent. I didn't think Busky was going to get benched that soon. That's why I wasn't that worried about it. I was just trying to get feelers out there, and it's like, I'll trade him in a week or 2. I didn't expect it to happen.
That's the same thing too. Like people like when I saw Trubisky, I was like, "Yep, that's not any good." I'm mad at myself that I took Harrison a lot of places just because it's like I'm hoping now the Kenny Pickett experiment. Actually, I mean, we don't have much.
It can't get any worse. That's all I'm gonna say. It cannot get any.
It can't be worse.
Be tremendously better.
Just like Ritter's son can't be any worse than Mariota.
Yeah,
they got. Why give the rook a
Ritter's son?
Does Ritter move? Does Ritter get his feet moving and get outside the pocket?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got some wheels.
And he got a big arm. It's wild.
And he's a much better passer than freaking Mariota.
Yeah, like he got a big arm.
That's why that was part of the reason why I traded for Pitts in that deal with Kev is because I feel like once Ritter gets going, that'll help Pitts get going.
We got a super chat in here from Mowgli, and he said smoking some caramel cream OG. I like it. He said with the good vibes here, homies. Hell yeah! I'm gonna get you the entry into the Sign Joe Mixon raffle giveaway at the end of the month. And he said QB dilemma though. Burrow.
Hey, do you remember being young and motherfuckers would do dumbass shit to try to make the weed last longer, like the blunt? Like I remember fools just like roll the swisher inside out and be like, "Oh, it burns slower," or they'd be like, they would like honey. Put syrup in the blunt,
syrup and honey. That was the one that motherfuckers always used to do. I hate.
And then they warm it in the microwave for like 5 seconds, and then that shit would just last forever. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to smoke no honey, bro.
These damn MacGyver smokers, they just kids. Too much. And so. For Mowgli, he said QB dilemma. Burrow, Wentz, Stafford. Burrow is a tough matchup versus the Ravens. I don't know.
That's
it's actually
no, it's not.
It's not.
That he owns the Ravens. Last year he put up like a 60 burger on the Ravens. Oh, Give me Burrow. Give me Burrow.
I think you throw for over 400 on him twice.
This isn't close.
That's not even close. Yeah.
You look at who the Ravens have played. I mean, the only team that they didn't give up a crazy performance to was Flacco week 1, and he still did good enough to be put on the radar for us.
Yeah, he threw so damn much because they knew that was the Ravens' weakness. Just throw on their ass.
Yeah,
their corners are terrible.
Miami, New England, Miami, New England, and Buffalo. Everybody's gotten off.
Here's the one thing is that Burrow. I mean, you don't really have one standout pass rusher for the Ravens. They're kind of they be gang sacking. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like there's one consistent guy that shows up all the time. So I couldn't even tell you that I'm really scared of their pass rush. You know what I mean?
No, their secondary's in shambles, man. Like, I mean,
Marcus Peters is just not it anymore. And they haven't really gotten any viable replacements.
Even Jimmy Smith with his old ass last week, he's like, you know what? I'm retiring.
He's not there no more. Peters is on his side. Like, who are their corners? I mean, they just seem like they're just in a really bad shape.
Marlon Humphreys, bro. And he's
he's supposed to cover 3 and 4 receivers at once.
I'll be right back.
I mean, think about here's the thing too. He's coming off a goddamn. He's coming off a goddamn ACL.
Injury, I think.
He's coming off ACL, and so is
Peters. I was looking at their depth chart. All they've got is they've got a nickel corner, Brandon Stevens, and then a bunch of rookies behind them. So they don't really have any depth there. That's what I'm saying. I think they might do a little better this year, but honestly, I don't see them doing a whole lot better. I still see Burrow throwing.
And they're a team that they run a lot of 3 safety looks. You know
with Chuck Clark, Marcus Williams, and Kyle Hamilton. Marcus Williams, motherfucker. Fuck him.
It was one play.
I'm still mad. Yeah, he's whiffed though. He whiffed on other plays after that.
It was a play that could have got to the title
more than just that. But
you know what? Fuck him.
Yeah,
I lost money.
He used to play for my team, and now he don't. So fuck him.
I kept thinking, there's no way. I kept saying, because this is before teams that were hosting the Super Bowl never made it. So that year, Minnesota was hosting, and I was like, it's gonna happen. I just kept betting against Minnesota every week. It's like, then it's gonna happen this week. Then they beat the Saints, lose to them, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna happen this week. So I finally hit with the Eagles because at the time, no one ever goes to their own Super Bowl at home. And then
but then it happened 2 years in a row.
Yeah, because Brady does it. Brady's like, you know what?
Brady and then Stafford last year.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Hey,
it never happened and happens 2 years in a row.
You ever heard Stafford talk? Like, why does he talk all docile like a bitch? Like, I'm like, no, put some bass in your voice, bruh. What happened to Stafford this year, bruh?
Oh, he has been.
I know the elbow in the line, but like,
the elbow, the line, and Sausage McVay, bro. I mean, Sausage McVay. He needs some Sausage McVays to cure that Super Bowl hangover, because fuck, they look just completely hungover as a unit. Your Niners absolutely crushed them on Monday night.
I made the phone call.
Put him on his back 7 times. I bet you did. Well, we got a question from Juke. Juke has one. What up, Breece Hall or Najee? Breece Hall or Najee? That's a tough one. You're going greasy breezy.
I mean, actually, because Buffalo is just a good run defense too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'd have to hope Najee gets some greasy receptions, but honestly, I might lean Breece too, because we don't know what to expect with Kenny Pickett. We don't. I mean, Najee, I think it was last week, he didn't catch a single pass.
I hope. I mean, I'm hoping like after a week of practice, you got like you know what I mean. You got some what is it called? Some faith in Najee. You know what I mean, to carry a load.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also the line's bad. Here's the thing. Third, we don't have much to go on with Pickett so far, but it was what 13 passes.
We don't have much data.
Picks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But see, if I was to
completed every pass, literally, because the 3 didn't.
Because they let it hit the ground. Yeah. See, here's the thing. I like that a lot, and he's going down the field. So like,
with Pickens, great news for Pickens.
That might open up some lanes for you can't always stack the box, because they were going to do that. They're not going to respect the rookie's arm. So they're going to stack the box and play hella man on the outside. You know what I mean? But that's good. That works good for him, because if he can get the ball up there to his 6'4" Claypool or his 6'3" George Pickens when they're single covered, you know what I mean? They can do it for you. They got big wingspan and he got a nice arm. It's just that that pass rush is so nasty.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and then it's like with Greasy Breezy. I mean, he got more volume last week. Is that going to be the trend? Is he now just going to get more and more volume as the year goes on?
Yeah. You know
Okay,
why?
well, then I'd probably play him then over Najee because Dolphins defense has not been very good. So, I mean, I would think they'll try to lean on the run with Zach Wilson.
It's the big boy decision.
Still a little banged up. I mean, yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's a coin flip type decision or business decision, but I'd lean Breece Hall. Fuck it. That's how the trends are going. I'm following the trends with that.
And we're so far away from the draft that like whatever your fantasy draft, that I'm not married to any of these capitals.
Right. Yeah, we're a month in. We're over a month in. We gotta say fuck draft capital at this point. Yeah.
But this is how you become okay with Najee, is if you don't view him like this top 5 guy.
Yeah, you gotta view him now as like an RB2.
He's like a low end RB2.
You can't view him as a goddamn RB1 like we thought.
And then I'm okay with it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he's flex worthy this week. Then it'd be easier to like start someone like Breece Hall over him. You know what I mean? Like I don't expect much out of Harris no more. You know what I mean?
Call Dennis said he still believes in Russ.
Here's my Russ take is that like that system that's in place for Russ right now is when Nathaniel Hackett, he's the Matt LaFleur ripoff, right? But see, that system's a lot of timing routes. Russ in his career has never been that guy. You know who's been that guy? Aaron Rodgers, who was in that system with Hackett and made Hackett look good as a play caller or as an OC. You know what I mean? Because it's all timing routes, bro. Russ liked to play backyard boogie. You know what I mean? Like he want to run around, extend the play, find an open guy. It's not how it's going down over there, bro.
Your son made an appearance, Bogey.
Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Good morning. Good morning.
I told you to wake up on time, son. Punctuality.
I'll be honest with you. I woke up on time, but one of the screens was missing to my window, and my cat jumped out. So I spent the whole morning outside looking for my cat.
You know, cats do not listen. You're like, come here. Calling the cat's name, them motherfuckers look at you like.
And my cat's never been outside, and I'm pretty terrified that she might have made it or something. So.
Cats kind of remind me. I don't know. First of all, I don't like cats.
Who believes in Russell Wilson still?
Dennis. He's still
Get him out of here. That's not no. I believe in Russell.
Hey, Russell Wilson believes in himself.
Someone still gotta believe in him.
I would believe in Russell Wilson a little bit more if he didn't. I would believe in Russell Wilson more if he didn't have a bunch of primetime games left on his damn schedule, bro.
I don't think he has anymore, honestly.
He has this next one Monday night, and I think he has he has to have.
I think they do. Yeah, they have one more. Yeah, damn.
Let's flex it. Let's get it flexed.
Becoming Kirk Cousins. He sucks.
Let's get it flexed out.
But anyway, Whit Moon said he's scared about T and Lamb. Has anyone heard?
Lamb's gonna play.
Else? Yeah, I think
Lamb's gonna play.
Higgins is on the injury report every week, but he always gets 100 yards if he's playing. I wouldn't worry about that. Then Javier had one for us. Drake London or Brandon Cooks.
I'll probably Drake London.
Probably towards Cooks.
Yeah, I think so. Because I mean, with London on the track, it's like Falcons are just not very good right now. To where I think they're gonna have a quarterback change mid-game, and I don't know how that's gonna affect London.
Here's the thing, though. You think he's gonna get volume, though?
Well, with no Pitts, he should get volume, but Cooks will get volume too, and he has a much more stable connection with the Judge Davis Mills. So I'd lean Cooks.
I'll lean Cooks. It just sucks that Cooks' targets have been coming down every week. You know what I mean?
I don't think they can. I don't think
they can. Listen, I didn't check on him last week. What did he do last week?
He did pretty well, and he caught a tug last week. He bounced back because he had been trending down, but he had
okay.
He had 12, 10. Yeah, he stayed at 7, but he caught all 7 for 57 and a tug, whereas the week before he only caught
so it's just the target 22. That went down, but
his numbers went up. He actually had his best week of the year last week, fantasy wise.
Sick. You know what? Give me Drake London. Garbage time's real.
We got London on the track.
Garbage time's real. You know
he'll get some garbage time probably because without Pitts, they have nothing.
It's just without the Pitts thing. I'm like, I'll do that against a bad matchup if I get some volume.
It's gonna be greasy. It's gonna be greasy volume. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah, I was gonna say
ugly as hell.
Yeah,
a couple screen captures.
The Jags were good too, man. The Jags secondary, their safeties are playing nasty right now. You know what I mean? Somebody's coming over the top on cooks on that motherfucker.
Yeah, because I mean, that's another thing too, right? They literally have nothing out there, so they could double and triple team him on every single play.
Yep.
Like that's another thing that kind of sucks about this whole situation.
Big game coming from Zacchaeus, Olita Zacchaeus, or how do you say his name?
Yeah, OZ, my man, the Oz. We just call him the Oz.
Okay.
The Wizard of Oz. There we go.
Yes, the young Oz comes out of nowhere here and there and just fucking catches a big one.
Hell yeah.
He was one of
Good
my
best
GFS
ball
guys.
play. Good best ball play.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what? Just while we're here, quick break in the action. I found this Twitter profile. It's called Fantasy Receipts. This shit is so funny.
Everywhere, bro. Hell
so
yeah.
many
Fantasy
people are
receipts. I
salty.
need to check that out.
No, you guys got to check it out. They're calling out all the stupid ass takes that people have put on Twitter, and it's
That's like our
hilarious.
fantasy gumbo idea. They stole that from us.
I'm telling you.
Can I say something about that real quick? I think that's what's pulling the weeds out of the fantasy universe, because like, say I put a stupid ass take out there and someone receipts me like that, then I'll be like, I was wrong. Like, fuck it, you know? Like, it's a stupid ass take. Everybody makes them, and I was wrong. Now these people are like, "Oh, you're a fucking child for bringing those receipts up." Blah 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 blah.
I'm having a Tony Stark moment.
These people
That's
are
like
like,
the weeds.
these people are like, I know that I said earlier this year that I would take Michael Carter like over Saquon Barkley, and it's not even particularly close.
Oh, I see it.
It's those
Fantasy
type of
receipts.
people who are like, fuck this guy. Who's got the time to go back and call people out on their bad takes? That's what the fantasy world on Twitter has been. A fucking kiss ass, fucking just this love fest of like, if you're in the crew, no one will ever call you out on your shit. So this
Yeah,
is
they just called out that fucker David Kluge because he had said like in
I hope
August.
I'm on there one of these days.
Justin Fields, Cole Kmet is fantasy football's discounted Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews.
That guy, hey, hold on. I want to tell you something about Kluge. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
That
really
guy
don't know
makes
why
me want
Jordan
to hurt myself.
I really
watching
don't-
him too. He's like a wannabe frat boy looking motherfucker, and his takes suck.
Jordan's the man, but I wonder why he's associating himself with these garbage ass like people who cover offense and like they're just horrible at it.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? You always look better on basis of comparison. Shout out to my man IDP Jordan.
Yeah, oh, that
If they
dude,
pull up
that
my
roto surgeon dude's like trying to make dig up on him. He's like, we have our fantasy receipts culprit, or so that Kev roto surgeon guy.
You want to know what's crazy about
It's
this?
me.
So
They'll never catch me.
I wish we would have thought of it doing this way, because this account just started. They already have 2,500 followers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're like,
I'm saying like ideas like that pop, bro. Like
Kyle Yates blocked them. He said, "How will
smell
I
the
sleep
controversy
tonight?"
in the
Kyle
air.
Yates NFL blocked you.
Hey, you know what's
They're
so funny?
pissing them
It's like-
all off. That's awesome.
That was one of the reasons why we kind of didn't do the gumbo too. Because we're like, everyone's getting the smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
we
I
need
hope
to do
we
the
show
gumbo. We
everyone's
need to
getting
team
smoke.
up with this fantasy receipt. We need to bring.
I told that to Hudson.
mastermind behind
They sound like
fantasy
savages.
receipts and start the
They sound like
gumbo.
savages. We're savages. It'll be a good mix. But I think this counts good for holding all these fucking mainstream fantasy people accountable, because they be coming up with some wild shitty ass.
Well, yeah, actually, we could still do the gumbo. We could call out all those crazy ass YouTubers. They're calling out the Twitter people. They got some crazy ass YouTubers.
It's funny. I've gotten more popular just because I've responded to some of the tweets, like, of theirs. They're like, yeah, call these motherfuckers out. Like one of them was they were like, as much as you guys think we're Steffi Smalls, we are not. We're not associated with trash like that. And I was like, she is trash. And like my followers just started going up like crazy.
That's why, like, what we said about the other dude. That's one I can't even. Like,
That's what I'm saying. If I got tagged on that fantasy receipts, I just be like, okay, follow me. I'm wrong every now and then. Take a risk if you're not. I just try to build off the
and
publicity.
the other ones
though.
are all like fuck them. Like acting all macho about like trying to, we're exposing them. Or
yeah.
I'll lead off of your 2,500 followers if I must. Any bad publicity?
Yeah, I tell you what, out of all the that roto surgeon dude, he is an arrogant fuck. I got dude, my God.
A lot of them are, bro. It's hard to listen to a lot of mainstream people.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it
the
really
issue
is
is
just
it's like
hard.
their egos get so out of control that it's like it blinds them. It really does. So as long as they keep the vision clear and stay humble, like you'll be
No,
you'll
like
have a loyal following because they have a quote unquote big following, but I mean it's like they don't really have any loyal peeps. I don't feel like.
Yeah, I had silly white boys laughing over here at all this shit. And,
Hell yeah.
and I mean,
Hell
the
yeah.
reason why
Fuck
I
them
wanted to
boys.
start doing podcasting and stuff is because, like, literally listening to everyone, and I was like, man, this motherfucker like sucks. Like, I was like, how many
Right.
times can you say the same things like over and over in a non-entertaining way, and me still listen to you? And like, I just like I can't even now. Like, I mean, I it's hard for me to listen to people. It really
Yeah,
is.
for real. Yeah, it's gotten where I mean, it's like I mean, I'll listen. I mean, there's a few, that you still respect, like fantasy football Lord, Lawrence Jackson. They have some good, or Laquan, LQ at Real Deal. They've got a few good ones still out there, but yeah, a lot of these mainstreamers are just they've just lost touch with what's right. Like they've just become blinded by their this is my guy, or he's my guy. It's like I mean, Justin Fields and Cole Kmet. I mean. Bro, I mean, I kind of like Cole Kmet, but I said don't draft him in like the 11th round. I was never once comparing him to Mark fucking Andrews.
Well, I'll tell you,
Jeez.
LQ, that guy he's a fucking idiot for following Robbie as much as he did. Because it got so far to where I was clowning Robbie, and this dude just ends up in my DMs like talking mad shit to me, and so I still got the receipts of how fake this motherfucker is. He's an Uncle Tom motherfucker for sure, because he's totally different behind the scenes than he is on the screen. That's for damn sure.
Oh, yeah, call him out. Yeah, you see, I didn't realize that. Yeah, call him out. Fuck
Yeah,
him.
Bogey knows. Bogey knows. We talked about all this shit when all this shit last year was happening with Robbie, and everyone was just all over Robbie's nuts. And it's funny, Herms was one of those people who just got called out recently by
Man,
the
this dude really went down the rabbit hole. This Kev dude, he's saying about he went and counted all the accounts, like all the mentions of people that got mentioned by the receipts guy.
That's
and
crazy.
he's trying to point out, he's like, none of the undroppables ever get mentioned. Like he's wanting to act like they avoid the undroppables. I guess is like,
Maybe it's someone on the undroppables.
Yeah, I think it's Jax Falcone. He's saying, and I think he's.
I wonder if it's that fake ass fantasy stoner who it is.
No, it's not him. It's not him. Yeah, he's back on Twitter. I saw. And he's the ultimate get off my lawn motherfucker.
That guy is such a fucking goofball.
All
right.
Anyway, let's get back on the Q&A. Fuck those idiots.
So funny though. And Rick D said, "What up? What up? Cleo Herbert or Montgomery if Monty plays?" I don't think Monty plays. So yeah, I
mean, if he does though, I mean, I would think Monty because he's still the starter.
Yeah. It's ugly either way over there.
Yeah, it's ugly. Yeah, it is very ugly. I try pivot, try to find a better option. The Bears suck.
Yeah, for sure. And Jake, live in Sports Talk with Jake said, is AK gonna start? I mean,
he's gonna start and tear up the Seahawks.
Seahawks are trash.
Yeah, he owns the Seahawks throughout his career. He's a must start. He's already said that he's playing. So unless he'd have another setback, God forbid, but I don't think he will, so start him. I'd start him with confidence, but just make sure to check. But as long as he's healthy, he's going to put up a 20 burger plus.
Yeah. And Austin said, got to focus on fantasy football and fantasy hockey.
Fantasy hockey.
Nice.
Getting it. Yeah, I was like, I need to start up fantasy basketball. That shit's going to be starting up soon.
Hell yeah. Because when's basketball start? Like
that's
next the first game's on the 17th.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, the week after next. So yeah. Got to get that fantasy basketball prep going.
I cannot fucking do fantasy basketball anymore. Like, I just really can't.
Yeah, I only do like one league. Kind of like fantasy baseball. I don't have the time to do that every day. But if I'm just in one league and just focus on that one league, it's not bad.
Yeah, we were last year we did one, and I couldn't. I'm just over basketball like that. I don't need to focus.
I'm in a dynasty basketball, and like the only reason I'm still with it is because I love basketball. Like other than that, like it's boring.
Yeah,
like,
I enjoy it because basketball holds us over because we have that dead period like between football and baseball. So like I like having basketball, like so I can still fool with a fantasy lineup like around Christmas time. Like, oh, I can check my fantasy basketball team. Like it's just
Guru, you know what we do? You know what we do during this dead time? We play in the NFL Fantasy Playoff League because the Hustler is going to be starting them. We had 13.
Oh yeah,
leagues
yeah,
last
those are
year.
lit. Those are lit. Yeah, fuck, I might just punt basketball.
And then what are we going to do right after the Super Bowl? We're already starting Dynasty.
Yeah,
drafts.
Dynasty
2 days
content.
after the
Yeah,
Super Bowl. we are
startups,
drafting.
rookie drafts. Fucking right. Fucking right.
Hell yeah.
365-day affair around here.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have like a 2-day
Yeah.
break in between the Super Bowl and when we start.
Hey, for those 2 days, I'll check my fantasy basketball team. They'll be, wait, where you been all year? Football mode.
And Marco said, how about NASCAR or fantasy golf? See, I never fucked with it. It's so funny because my homie Zoo Crew, who I turned into a fantasy degenerate, like the first fantasy degenerate I ever turned out back in 2008. I got him into fantasy football. And then the next time I see him a couple months later after the football season ends, he's got NASCAR going. He's got golf. He's got hockey. Like literally every
I can't
sport.
do golf. I can't do golf or hockey. NASCAR, even NASCAR, I don't really like because NASCAR is so fluky. It's like a driver, for example, blows an engine in, that driver's done. So it's like, I don't know. NASCAR, I like watching it, but it's too fluky to me as far as fantasy.
I'll tell you something that's going to be dope is betting on golf because I don't know too much about golf, but the dudes at the Patriot Sports Radio, the guys who Chris, we got him on here a bunch, been on here lately. They have a whole bunch of handicappers over there for all different types of sports. And they have an ex-pro golfer who's their handicapper for golf. And they said you could have just placed $5 bets for the entire year on what they said. And you could have paid them $1,000 for the year, and you would have been up like $9,000 for the year.
Jesus. Yeah, golf, he can make money if he can hit on those long shots. Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I can't do it, but I've seen.
I feel like golf's more routine, so like it's easy. It's easier. I'm not gonna say it's easier to bet because I don't know anything about it, but I feel like the strokes and what they do is more routine, so they know who's gonna like come and dominate on the green.
AJ knows about those routine strokes. Pause.
Why you gotta do me like that?
You just left it up there. I just had to finish it. And Michael Joseph said, how do I get into the fantasy playoff leagues? You got to be a 420 crew member. You go to 420crew.org. Any of the tiers, you just get in there, and it's going to be all 420 crew members that have the first cracks at these leagues. Like I said, we did 13 last year, and there was like 12 per league. This year, we're switching it over to Fantrax because fuck my fantasy life. IDP is going to be involved as well. We're going to kind of get people dipping their toe in it as well. Super dope. And it's week 17 is like the championships, right? So week 18, that's the last week of the season. So just think week 19 through week 19, 20, 21. It's a 3-week tournament. Nice. It's gonna be super fun.
I love those. They had Smokey, man. I still got beef with Smokey after last year's, man. Lost by a fucking point to Smokey. Damn. Shout out to the damn theater, but gosh, that was painful. Off a stat correction, too. I had it won, and that goddamn stat correction got me. Fuck,
damn it.
Fuck. And I would have won. I had Odell, but Odell died with the ACL. If it wasn't for that, I'd have won easy.
Damn.
And I killed it. I had a lot of Rams and Bengals. That's the key. Like, it's the survivor shit. I had Burrow, I had Odell, I had Higgins, Mixon. I had like all the big hitters.
Yeah, and seeing last year, since we were using my fantasy league, I just did head-to-head matchups. That's kind of like the only way that it could be done there. But I love the survival.
Yeah, we did the battle royale. Yeah, who had the most points. Yeah,
that's a lot better.
Yeah, because it's only 3 weeks. I mean, I don't know. I like that better than having to play somebody. Just whoever gets the most points wins that shit.
Yep. And M. Dave said 420 Hustlers. I need 2 flex for PPR. Dubs, DJ Moore, Juju, Ayuk, Brian Robinson, Rashad White, and Gallup. Okay.
Well, yeah, Robinson got activated today.
He got activated, but there's no way in hell that anyone should be starting him.
Yeah, no. Keep him stashed. Don't start him yet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll Dobbs and Juju. I think the Chiefs are gonna lay almost a 50 burger on the Raiders Monday night.
I'm with that because he definitely can't trust DJ Moore. You can't trust IU. Gallup's still rusty. Yeah, Dobbs and Juju.
Yeah, I'll go that too. It's all kind of just whatever once you get past those 2 guys. And Zach said, "How the fuck did I not know about 420crew.org?" Well, you're already a 420 crew member, so I mean on Patreon, so maybe you just didn't have to go there because you've been there for 2 years now, 3 years now since we started this whole journey. Let's see. Where we at? Bob in the house. So what up, players? What's going on, bro?
What up?
All
What
right.
up?
Let me see. This damn chat keeps throwing me all the way to the bottom. Then I got to scroll back up to find the spot. So sorry if I missed any of your questions. Just make sure you leave it in as a super chat. Rethrow it in.
Jeez,
If you
yeah, I
left
was
it
going through this. It is insane how much we got in this chat.
we do our best. We really do, but it's tough to filter through all these. And Savage Jeremy said, best fantasy channel out this bitch. Hell yeah. You the man. You the man.
Best comment section I've been a part of thus far on this channel.
Hell yeah.
No doubt about it.
And Robert said, is Brandon Ayuk going to do anything this year? Well, I think he has more of a chance to do something now with Jimmy than with Lance. But, I mean, the time when Ayuk really balled the fuck out was like when there was no Debo, when there was no Kittle.
Yeah.
So
I thought Ayuk would have been more of a thing, but I'm starting to think that it's just he's the second fiddle to Debo. And while because Kittle looks done, man. I don't know if y'all saw in the 14, I traded Kittle away. I mean, I gave up CMC, but I felt like it was worth it because I'm off of Kittle. I think he's done. So I'm thinking Ayuk could do a little better this year because I think he'll be more to number 2 as opposed to the number 3. But as far as him being the high ceiling guy that we thought, no, it's Debo, bro. If Debo's healthy, it's all Debo is their offense.
Yep. Shout out to the Facebook user in the house. Not sure who you are, but they said, yo, make sure you click the link in the Facebook description. Look all the way for there's a link for StreamYard, and that's all the way at the bottom. If you click that, it'll allow it to where it'll put up your profile and stuff. So then we know who the hell you are and can shout you out by name. And C-Dog said pick 2, Dameon Pierce, but he's also starting the Jags D. I don't really, I don't really ever put that into play too much because if you think the Jags D is just going to get whooped, I mean, you shouldn't start them anyways. Pierce, DK, Curtis Samuel.
It's hard.
I'm going Pierce and DK.
Because with Jahan down, I think Curtis.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, with Jahan out and they're going against Tennessee, I'd probably lean because I think the Saints are going to whoop up on the Seahawks. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Saints fan. I'm just thinking that the Saints, their backs are against the wall. Seahawks coming off a big win.
I think Gino is Fugazi.
Yeah, same. So I'm going to go Samuel and Pierce.
No, I think I'm gonna go with Huss here. I'm gonna go Pierce and DK. I think since they're gonna be down, they're gonna be trying to throw a lot, and for some reason, Gino and DK have this weird connection.
It's not for some reason. DK is a big ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean him and Lockett have been solid. So yeah,
that's
why
in the 16.
I mean, with Dion, I just can't give away Lockett and Gino like that because they've been productive.
M Doggy said, how long ago you guys start? Maybe we started 10 after the hour. So been going for almost an hour now. He said, I didn't get the noti. I don't know what's up with that, man. Sometimes YouTube sends a notification. Sometimes they don't. I don't get that.
Yeah, the YouTube.
Sometimes YouTube's a little bitch.
That's why I have the notifications on for Twitch too. Even if you're not a follower, you can turn the notifications on and it'll notify you.
Yeah, I need to get on Twitch.
They go live.
Yeah,
nice. That's a solid ism right there. I didn't know you could have the notifications on without even being subscribed to that motherfucker.
And Tino, let him know. Said the best way to get a question answered is to super chat like C-Dog because that pops up right away. Anyone throwing down, even if it's just $1, that. That's like the Hustler Fast Pass right there. Just gets you right to the front of the line.
Mm-hmm. And all that good fantasy karma. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? That sometimes it'd be like the homie you playing that week. You're like, hey man, what you want to go out to lunch, man? You start trying to butter him up.
And Mowgli, I didn't see this one. I must have been upstairs taking Noble back to bed. He woke up and I had to go back. Said I didn't get my second super chat answered. I got you, bro. He said another one for you guys. Need a flex. Corey Davis. I'm assuming Deontay Johnson, AJ Dillon. My starting running backs are Jones and Harris.
Damn,
man, this is ugly.
Give me Dillon, bro.
Yeah, I'm going. That's what I was gonna say. I'm going Dillon.
I mean, would y'all think about sitting Najee for Dillon and starting Deontay? Because I don't know, maybe they swallow Najee up. The Bills do.
I think I'd rather Najee because with Deontay, I mean, at least Najee will get the rushing volume. With Deontay, he might not get anything.
Yeah, Giants' run defense is ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm rocking it. I'm rocking that. And it's crazy how Corey Davis, I was totally off him when Zach Wilson was coming back, and he still was the number one receiver over there for.
Yeah, he's been productive.
Corey Davis is on the block in number 2 league. Somebody take him from me.
Savage. And Marco said Dalton Sackford, and then Zappy or Zach Wilson.
Oh my God, Dalton.
I'd start Stafford. I think he's gonna throw a couple touchdowns, and like he's gonna be the reason that the Rams beat the Cowboys. So
that's ugly, bro. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd go Stafford, but I mean, that's ugly.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing: Dallas has a legit pass rush, and that's you look at all the games he played, whether it was against Buffalo or my Niners. You know what I'm saying? And look at the game against Atlanta. Oh, they don't have no pass rush for real. So that was his decent game. You know what I mean?
Once we get past week 4, I really start playing these matchups a little bit tougher, especially, like amongst guys like this. Stafford, he should be higher ranked than these guys, but he's been so bad. He hasn't been. Cowboys, there's only 6 teams giving up less points to the quarterbacks than the Cowboys. There's only 5 teams giving up more points to the quarterbacks than the Seahawks. So I think I'm going with Dalton on this one.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about Zach
Wilson? Oh, Andy balls out, baby. Who that?
I feel like that Jets and Miami game has potential to be a high-scoring game.
Is Dalton still got the big old red beard?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Tino said, what? Dallas is going to murder Stafford. This guy's not a real Cowboy fan. He's delusional like me.
That's what I said. I said, AJ, is this an elaborate reverse jinx? I'm like, he's all that's going to be the reason we lose. And I
genuinely.
But funny.
Put some respect on Cooper Rush's name.
It's funny because Tino's trying to talk shit.
We got a quarterback controversy here on our hands.
Tino says he's not delusional like me. He's saying you're way too level-headed is what he's saying.
No, I can be when everybody can be delusional about their team if they play somebody and then they beat them and then they keep winning and then they lose to someone that's actually good and then you get a reality check.
Okay.
And then
fill in the blank. Random Cowboy fan, right? This is our blank.
Crispy. Crispy says it every time.
Give him a ding.
I'll allow
it. I mean, I also grew up watching ESPN, so Stephen A. Smith was always like the first thing I see all the time. It's like the first thing that pops up in my feed once the Cowboys lose, like every Sunday to this day. So it's like I know,
that crazy ass Stephen A. Smith.
I know what's gonna happen.
Stephen A.
Cowboys are dropping this game.
And oh man, and how about them Cowboys song that he did? That shit was funny. The guys who did the Tebow song for Skip, they did the How About Them Cowboys.
That thing had me crying when he was reacting to all the fans that were crying at the Cowboys loss against the 49ers in the playoffs. And he was showing all the pictures. That had me crying, bro.
Man.
Oh, man, I love it. And Song said, what up, guys? Should I play A.J. Dillon or Ramondre Stevenson? I'm going Rahamador.
Playing Ramondre
here. But here's the thing.
Man,
let's see if we can't get both of them in there somehow.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, maybe, I guess in PPR slightly into Ramondre because of the greasy receptions. But yeah, try to get them both in there. Both have great matchups.
I think Damian Harris and Ramondre
are good for like 20 touches each.
They're going to grind it, man. The Lions are so ass against the fucking running backs.
Is it Zappy Tappy or is it Hoyer?
It's Zappy
Tappy.
Hoyer's on Hoyer. Didn't they put him on IR?
Yeah, he's on IR. Yeah, Zappy, we might get multiple weeks.
Yeah, he's on IR with the dizzies, bro.
And I missed it yesterday. Did Mac Jones officially get the out?
He's doubtful, but he's out. He's out.
He was out there just in the shotgun, like, catching snap, or what is it called? Taking snaps. And then they're like, oh, we practice limited.
They're
going to grind the fuck out of this ball. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And DJ Nightmare, good looking on the super chat, homie. He said, get Connor for Monty. My other RBs are Barkley and Hunt. I would definitely get Connor for Monty if that table was on if that was on the table.
I guess I'm okay with it.
I'm not a big Connor fan, but I'd probably do it because the Bears are ass.
Yeah, and then
Bears
I
are bad,
would,
bro.
if I had room, I would. Connor's just a ticking time bomb too, though. That's the one thing what I fear for Connor is that he breaks, but he breaks down on everybody in the playoffs again. You know what I mean?
Are both these guys kind of not though? I mean, this is like
Monty's.
But
here's the thing: when you go back to Monty's
club, this is like you're at the club at 2 a.m. and you're just trying to find someone last second. You know, like
it's the reverse though with Monty, because Monty would always be a dead ass motherfucker and come back for the playoffs and kill it for your fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, but this ain't that same Chicago Bears team though. Like, not.
I'm just saying, no, that's what Monty's been the past couple of years, like missing time early on, comes back, kills shit. But I think, but Khalil Herbert's a real thing. He just fits better in that system. Like, even just injuries aside, you know what I mean? Monty don't look good in that system.
BK Fire in the house. What up, bro?
What up, BK?
Sir Bongslaw said Stephen A. once said that the Chargers will score the most points, but the Raiders will win.
It's rocket science type analysis there.
Bro, that shit had me thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I've talked about how bad the fucking Chargers are. In 2010, this was the worst season ever for any team. Offense, number 1 in the league. Defense, number 1 in the league. That rarely happens to where you have the same team has the number 1 offense, number 2 and number 1 defense. Their special teams was number 32, and they didn't even make the fucking playoffs with the fucking number 1 defense and the number 1 offense in the league. Every other time, man. Every other time,
you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have 10 kids now. Fuck this shit.
And that's what's crazy is like, how do you have the number 1 defense and you're losing the games because the points scored against? So it's like special teams.
Special teams, they literally just be coughing it up.
Giving up fucking short fields.
The first game. Hold on. The first game that year, it was against the Raiders. The Raiders had 2 blocked punts and turnovers off and touchdowns off of those blocked punts.
God,
hey, this was during the days when no one. Hey, you remember
that shit? God,
those were the years that they weren't even broadcasting the Raiders games, bro. And people weren't even going. Just had blue tarps in the fucking.
Yeah, the Raiders are horrendous back then. That was like coming off the Jamarcus Russell crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Those Charger Raiders games, like, man, I kind of refused to go to any of them because, man, it was like you had to be ready to fight if you're about to go there. It was
that
way
powder
too
blue.
wild.
You just see a sea of powder blue and fucking and black just going at it.
Yep.
Same thing with Raiders and Niners, bro. Motherfuckers are getting stabbed for sure,
bro. One of the craziest fights that I seen at a Charger game was when I went to the 49ers Chargers game, and there was a scrap between 2 49er fans in the bathroom. I don't even know what happened. They were scrapping right by the fucking the urinal.
Wait, were you up here?
No, it was in San Diego.
My friend told me this. My friend told me the same thing because he literally just got back from going to. He's from my town, and he just went to the Rams and 49ers game Monday night. And he said he was taking a piss, and they're scrapping it behind him in the restroom. Like
yeah, bro. Hey, listen,
no one wants to go to jail. You got to take it to the bathroom like in high school and shit.
And it's like, you might got to roll around some piss and shit, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, they're going to be
they taking it to the ground game.
No one's sober.
And usually it's somebody getting stumped out, too.
Oh, yeah.
They had some drunks in the Saints bathroom over the years. Man, they had the one dude that was Reggie Bush is gay. Fuck Reggie Bush. Fuck him, man. I'm on the Grey Goose, bro. Fuck that shit. He was like, hated Reggie Bush. I was like, man. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, shit, I hate Reggie Bush too. Fuck the sorry ass weed.
That's the only thing that he was referred to out here is some bammer ass weed.
Yeah. We're talking about the actual Reggie Bush. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with that guy. He had a true statement.
Yeah.
And shout out to BK Fire throwing in the super chat. You the man. Said start one wide receiver, Corey Davis, Kirk, or Gallup.
Kirk.
Yeah,
Kirk. Captain Kirk, bro.
Yeah, he ain't going against Darius Slay this week. Going up against those Texans.
And even if it is Stingley, he's banged up right now. And like Stingley's one of those. I mean, I don't know if he got speed. Does he got speed on him like that, Stingley?
Oh yeah. He's got it all, athleticism.
Yeah, he got it all. Okay, so getting a banged up version probably feels comfortable. Yeah, stay with Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna keep throwing it. It's crazy how good the Jags have been in their divisional matchup so far.
Yeah, it's gonna be a revenge game for Trevor because he got swept by the Texans last year. I don't
For
see
sure.
that happening again.
Yeah, he got and Davis Mills. It was one was by
And the
Taylor.
judge, I think the judge could do pretty well too in this one. Not as well as Trevor, but he's a decent super flex.
They get man. I should have played the judge over fucking Russ.
Damn.
See, that's what's crazy because like Mills has really been so bad, but Russ has really been that ass that we'll start Geno Smith over him.
No,
Mills like.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just funny
not doing the
because-
deal with Dion. I'm sorry, Dion, but because I might have to play Geno next week, bro. Russ is looking that shitty.
I feel like since Russ and Stafford haven't been that good since the season started, like nobody's really talking about how bad the other quarterbacks have been, like around the whole league. Like I'm not even talking about on a fantasy football level either.
Yeah, it's a quarterback play this year is hella down. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Outside of like Hurts, Lamar, and Allen, like
Like
the
bro,
rest of them
Kyler's
suck.
been bad. Like Kyler has been.
Yeah, and as bad as
and, like,
Kyler's
nobody's
been, he's
talking
been like a
about it.
top 10, top 5 fantasy quarterback because all the volume he's been getting. He leads the league in pass attempts.
Well,
I
what's
told y'all.
crazy?
I told y'all Kyler was gonna suck.
But he doesn't really suck for
I
fantasy.
even said Russ was gonna suck. And I
He
ended
sucks
up with
in
a
real
couple
life,
rush
but in
shares. Fuck
fantasy
me.
because he always gets garbage time. Kyler actually, I think, is like top 5 in points in fantasy. I think he's 5th, only behind Hurts, Lamar,
Oh, okay, so I was wrong
Burrow,
about
and
that.
Allen.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, where's
I think- Doesn't Goff have more points?
Oh yeah, and Goff. Yeah, no, I think Goff's actually 5th. Kyler, I think's like.
Oh yeah,
6th or
golf will be going
7th.
crazy. Huh? I forgot
Let's
about
see.
golf.
Yeah, I'm about to pull.
Yeah,
it up.
Kyler-
It's been a steal for that second super flex, bro.
I was
Kyler's
thinking
number
about
8.
doing like a come down
Yeah,
to
he's
earth
8.
segment.
Okay.
Right below
Like,
Burrow.
Like if
Yeah,
we were-
right below Burrow. Okay,
if
so
we
he
were
hadn't
to
been.
do
I mean, that's
quite
kind of
up
like where we
that far.
predicted those guys to finish, though. Honestly, so
Yeah,
Well,
Herbert's in that range. Yeah, and Mahomes is top 5. Yeah, the
Think
top
about
5:
this.
Lamar, Allen,
Top
Hurts,
3.
Mahomes, Goff.
If we did a come down to earth segment, right, on certain players we were high on, like after week 1, right, the scene week 1, like the Carson Wentz thing, that shit came and fucking went fast. I knew it was gonna turn back into Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? Like it's just these certain things that, like that. But then now Carson's playing Tennessee this week. Like he's in a smash spot here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people
Yeah,
won't.
if he-
They'll
Last
won't
year,
look his
if
way
he,
though.
like,
though.
bench, they
As-
might bring back Heineken if Wentz
As bad
doesn't
as
do
Car-
good this week.
As bad as Carson Wentz has been, he's still the number 9 fantasy QB.
See what I'm
as of
saying?
right now.
Yeah, so let's hope Wentz keeps the job because he's number 2 in pass attempts actually behind Kyler. I looked that up the other day. That's him and Kyler lead the league in attempts.
Because they're on badass teams. That's why.
Yep.
It's not like a Bruce Arians. With
I tell you
Tom
what,
Brady
everyone's talking
shit.
about Matt Rule getting fired. I hate to say it because he seems like a good dude, but Ron Rivera might be next.
Oh
These
yeah.
these
Commandos are
experiments
trash,
haven't really
man.
worked that he's been trying to do over there.
No, yeah, I think the league's passed him by. I think they probably need to go a different direction.
Facebook user says they're a prop bet for how many times Zappy hands off the ball this weekend. How many times do you think? We said like 40 times. Like I really think they're gonna run the ball like 40 times.
Zappy
Yeah.
Tappy.
As long as it's working, they're gonna keep doing it. And like,
Yeah, because Jacoby Myers might be out again too, and if so, he's
But I
not gonna have
think
any
they
safety
also-
blanket.
I know the golfing thing's been fun too, but like outside of the Eagles, week 1, like he's played all shitty defenses. You know what I mean? And he's carved them up, and their team's bad, so he has to throw. I think this might be one of those 2-3 pick games for the Patriots. You feel me? Just like his golf sucks, bro. Like
Patriots have
that's
only
another
given
thing
up-
that's gonna come down to earth, crashing sooner than later. You know what I mean? Especially well, maybe not sooner than later because I still believe in Amon-Ra, but he not there this week.
Patriots
he's
have only
out?
given up.
Oh, is he all? So he's
No,
I
I
think
limited.
he's a game time
questionable.
decision, right?
He's questionable, but they got the early game. The Patriots have only given up one good game to a QB this year, and that was Lamar.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I was saying that on the show, and they're all acting like I was crazy. It's the typical
They're a
mainstream
good
because
defense.
the Lions
They're always
have
going to
the-
be a good defense.
The Lions have the number 1 scoring offense right now, so now people think they're good. No, it's because their defense is bad. The Lions are still not good. Golf is not good. He's still golful.
You can't spell golful without golf.
Or awful. Awful is still in that. So yeah, fuck him. They're gonna suck this week. Smash the
golful.
under on the Lions and Patriots.
Jared from Subway. Sicko.
Jamal Williams is going to eat, though.
Touching
They're averaging
kids.
5 yards
What
a
the
rush.
fuck, man.
The defense.
Hey, they're gonna let Jamal Williams do his thing. They're always been a bend don't break defense. They just tighten up on the
Oh,
running
yeah,
game.
Jamal Williams would be the only one that I trust,
Yeah.
really. And maybe Hawkinson, because the Patriots aren't too good against the tight end.
And BK Fire throwing in a super chat. You demand getting you that extra entry into the Joe
Yeah.
Mixon signed jersey raffle going down at the end of the month. He said, standard league, start 3 running backs. Jamali Mall Williams, Pierce, Lenny, Khalil Herbert, Kareem Hunt.
It's those first 3.
Yeah, it's got to be because of the volume.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if Monty's out, I'd still rather Lenny and Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a negative game script for Herbert this week. Even though he's going to get all the touches, we need him to catch balls because they're going to be playing from behind a lot.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. Let's see. And Derek said in a PPR league, I can never start AJ Dillon. All the hype around him hasn't done anything since week 1. I cannot start him over anyone valuable. That's my rant on AJ Dillon.
Don't
I
give
start
up,
Dillon
Derek.
every
This
week.
is a week for him to shake back. Him and
Yeah,
June should
this is
be-
the spot here in bloody London, bloody.
I start Dylan every week because since week 1 he's had more than 13 carries, so he's been getting the volume.
Yeah. He played the Buccaneers. They played some tough. They played some tough run defenses, and even the one against Chicago where everyone carves him up on the ground. It was Aaron Jones, but he still got 13 totes that game too, like you said. So I'm not coming off the Dillon one. They're going to be smacking so hard they're going to have to eat up hella clock in this game.
There's only one
in the third quarter.
There's only one game where the Giants really shut down like all the running backs on the team that they played, and that was this past week against Chicago. And that game was just trash all around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's happening versus the Patriots.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Ryan said, "What up, fellas? Need to pick 2 PPR: Curtis Samuel, Terry, and B Cooks."
Curtis Samuel, Terry, B Cooks.
I feel like
It's
think
Terry
I'd
and
go-
Cooks.
Yeah, I'd go Terry and Cooks because the Titans get carved up like down the field. So I'd go, I'd lean them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go Terry and Cooks.
Let's see. And BK said, he said, y'all rock got me 3-1 last week, number 2 in the league. I like it. Let's keep going.
Let's go, man.
Keep riding. Let's keep riding.
It's a marathon. We still, we don't get comfortable. We grinding.
Yeah, every
Only
week,
week
man.
5.
We cannot stop for all 17 of these weeks. And Marco said, start 3, half PPR. Thielen, Cooks, Palmer, McKenzie, Collins, Reynolds, Tolbert, 1 for the flex.
Tolbert.
You need to stop saying Tolbert in these, bro. I
Definitely
need to
not
say this
Tolbert.
again. Do not say
Hell
Tolbert
no.
in these anymore.
He needs 4
Oh.
basically out of these. So obviously Thielen and Cooks, those are obvious.
And
I
Palmer.
would,
Cooks and Palmer.
And Palmer because Allen's out, and then the 4th. Well, McKenzie might not play.
Right.
If
So, and
McKenzie
then
plays
Collins,
again,
was it Nico Collins? I don't think I trust. I get Reynolds rap, bro. Give me the Reynolds
Yeah.
rap.
Yeah.
that's what it's got to be.
Thielen, Cooks, Palmer, and then Reynolds. Yeah.
But if Isaiah McKenzie plays, then it's him over Reynolds.
Yeah, better matchup.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on Amon Ra. If Amon Ra doesn't play, I mean, I don't think
Good
Chark
point.
going to play again. So
Good point.
that's one of these ones you got to be paying attention, an hour before the game.
Yeah, I have all my line.
I think even
got one
Amon-Ra
with
doesn't
Khalil
play.
Shakir. I mean, if McKenzie plays, and I'm obviously not playing Khalil Shakir, but if McKenzie's out, you best believe I'm firing up Shakir.
Yeah.
You're a savage. I love
It's
it.
the SBI I have Shakir in, actually. I got rid of Ben Scrotum to get Shakir. I can't do the Scrotum, so.
Dang, we're gonna have to get a Shakira drop if he does.
That's what I'm saying now. Shakira.
And Facebook user said, Russ and Matty Ice have killed my money league. I've got JT, Judy, Russ, Pittman. I was able to pick up Carr to sub out Russ. Yeah, that's just a lot of bad luck on one team.
Yeah, it's too many Colts, man. Too many Colts.
He said that was a super flex, and he was
That
able to-
offense ain't it.
He might be a single QB.
Yeah, he didn't say super flex. just
Yeah,
said-
please get rid of Matty Ice and single QB. Matty Ice, more like Matty Slush. Because Matty Slush, he is terrible.
Yeah, in that in the
I
30,
love him for Alec Pierce.
in the 32.
Yeah, he is
team
good
league.
for Alec Pierce. I'm pissed
Yeah.
that I got rid of Alec Pierce in the SBI. That's
So,
killing me, man. Fucking JB,
Alec Pierce is still
man. Shout
floating
out to
around in my
JB.
taxi squad in a couple places.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Dion wanted Alec Pierce. It's like, hell no, I can't give up Pierce. So you're already they're trying to take a bunch of my depth pieces. But anyway, yeah, Pierce is a stud though. Pierce is always going up from here. for
He'll
Pierce.
be he's a PPR guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's doing better than Pittman lately.
I'm saying.
And Tino said Hackett gets fired this year. That team should cook. If you watch Russ, they have 2 post fades crossing and then another player cross in front. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, stacked on that side now. Yeah, it was on that same drive. It was like 2 plays where one guy was like sitting and waiting for the ball, but Cortland Sutton's route took him exactly where those guys were like standing.
That was funny.
It's super weird. And
let's catch it together, bro.
It looked like it was a bad play for the person standing there, and it looked like it was a really good play for Cortland Sutton. So it's just weird, the play calling. It's all bad.
Yeah, man, y'all saw KJ Hamler out there, how pissed he was because he was wide open. He was so fucking pissed, and I don't blame him. It's like, damn.
He's looking for that fucking rainbow.
Melvin Gordon was wide open too.
Bucket in the rainbow, whatever the fuck they call that shit. Rainbow in a bucket shit.
Melvin Gordon was fucking pissed. Did you guys see that picture that's all over like social media where it's Melvin Gordon like looking at Russ like, man, you're a stupid motherfucker.
Just
like,
drinking water.
Cooking. Yep, Russ.
Yeah, Russ, fucking Russ. The only thing he's cooking is hot dogs and ramen noodles.
And sometimes times get tough, bro. That shit.
But the times aren't tough. He just got a 5-year big ass contract. Like, what are you doing, dude?
He's eating filet mignons and he sucks. He's like,
yeah. If we're talking about,
he's stealing all the filet mignons and he's acting like he's eating those behind the scenes while he's feeding all the receivers and running backs fucking hot dogs.
You know how there's like TB12. He's trying to do his own thing with like, you know, with 3, whatever the fuck it is, like the 3 brand. You know what I mean?
RW3 sounds like some shitty motor oil.
And like,
yeah,
here's the thing with him, bro. It's like trying to brand himself with the let's ride and shit. And it's like, you got to be good because now you're just all the way corny. You can't be both. You can't be bad and corny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they're just bad. At
Everybody loves Corky Kirk in Minnesota, even though he don't win it for him. He still plays well enough. You know what I'm saying? That they'll tolerate seeing him every day selling mattresses to them on their TV.
Yeah.
That guy is in everything.
Oh, yeah, he was rocking a chain the other day or some shit. And they're like, man, Corky Kirk must have cashed in all his Kohl's cash for this one.
Oh, word.
Oh, yeah.
Corky Kirk.
I think that was actually, unless it was like some lookalike of him, but I think that was him. It was all over the internet.
Hey,
that was him. Yeah, he wore Christian Darasol's chain home from London. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that was him. Yep. Yeah, he was like looking at it, like, ooh.
He's so Corky. Look at it. He's like,
I got the gold chain. Oh, my God.
Hey, look at it. Hey, guys, you like my chain? Look, hey.
That's really how he looked. He was like.
He's so corny, bro.
No, we should make a petition on Twitter to flex that Monday night game because I don't know if I can watch the Broncos on prime time, letting the fantasy everything hang on that game.
Oh, definitely not playing Russ for that.
Who is
Fuck
that game?
that.
It's
Isn't it Broncos and Raiders?
Yeah, I think it might be Broncos and Chargers.
Yeah, I think it's the Chargers.
Oh no, I need that game on Monday.
Yeah. And Ryan, he said, "What up, fellas?" Oh wait, we already did that one? My bad. And M Doggy threw in a super chat. There we go. Said Godwin, DK, Hill, Lockett, Woods, pick 2 at wide receiver, and then Singletary, Algier, Hunt, Akers, Chubb. So I'll just reread that over again. So how about the pick 2 at wide receiver? Godwin, DK, Lockett, Hill, Woods.
Hill and Godwin.
Damn, the second one is tough. Because I like
Let's just do that. So I think it's got to be Godwin and Hill, but the one thing that sucks is, I mean, we don't know. Could Hill go out there and be a fucking decoy with his fucking hurt quad on Thursday? Like, that's something that does make me nervous.
Man, it's just, but see, here's another thing too, is like, it is like the big playability is there. It's still in play with Teddy B. It's not like, you know what I mean? I mean, he favors going short, but even then too, maybe you should put the ball in his hand short. And I'm not getting off Tyreek Hill. The target market share is concentrated so much between him and Waddle.
Yeah,
can't get off of it.
I'm behind that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Let's see. And Zach 710 Zach said, "Bogey, you're tripping." He said, "We don't love Kirk Cousins. Say, get the fuck out of here."
That's right. He in Minnesota. Hey, Corky Kirk getting all the monies.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Hey, he's about to run for the mayor of Minnesota, man.
Yeah.
Bad sport, you the man. Shout out to Germany. We got a couple people repping Germany in the chat right now. What up, dude? They said Brian Robinson or Hunt. I mean, this week you got to go Hunt. I'm not chancing Brian Robinson on his first week back.
Bro, and the Chargers' run defense is not good. Hunt is gonna break a couple.
I'm with it. We just don't expect none. I think both of them are in the same boat. Maybe 8 to 12 touches is what I expect. I don't expect too much from Hunt either. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's only 2 teams in the NFL giving up more points to the running backs than the Chargers right now. That's the Lions and the Texans. Chargers on paper are worse than the Seahawks at giving up points to the running backs.
I can see Kareem Hunt getting a couple sleazy catches too.
I like it.
Yeah, definitely Hunt. That's not even close. I mean, we don't know what B-Rob's going to be.
Just leave him on the bench. Let him marinate for a game.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, I'm glad he's back, but yeah, I'm definitely not starting him anywhere yet.
I'll tell you this much, he got PTSD. Once they put that ball in his hand, he's gone, boy. Like,
oh, yeah, I'm in the SBI, bro. That's going to be huge. I'm hurting for depth in that league. That's that 14-man joint. So, yeah, I might have to play. If Shakir doesn't play, then fuck, I might be forced to play B-Rob the Mob.
Derek in the house. Shout out to the islands. Well, I mean, Dynasty's different, Dynasty is going to be different than redraft for sure. Robinson, I hope that he's, in a 12-team league that he wouldn't be forced to start on someone's team.
Yeah.
And C-Dog said, should I trade any of my RBs for an upgraded wide receiver? RBs or Henry, Chubb, Pierce, Patterson, Gibson? Going to be hard to trade Gibson, Patterson, right now.
I mean,
I'd stick with the running backs he got, because if Henry and Chubb, one of them have a bye week, you're going to need Pierce.
Yeah.
Because Patterson and Gibson aren't reliable.
Bye week next week, right? The first week, Texans, and there's a couple, right? For week 6.
Yeah. And so my wide receivers are Pittman, DK, Curtis Samuel, Ayuk, Renfro, sitting at 3-1. See, it's not a time to panic, man. Your RBs have probably been carrying you. You're going to be able to get some waiver wire wide receivers in there that are going to be able to help out. So I say just keep grinding and don't trade yet.
Especially since you're 3-1. I'd sit where I'm at if I'm 3-1.
Because what if Gibson pops off, even with Robinson coming back or something, then you could go sell him high. That's all we need is you need one good game out of Gibson, Renfro, something like that. And then you can sell them, maybe do a 2-for-1 or something like that. And
I think he's panicking because of Pittman, but Pittman's going to be fine.
Sure.
It's just one game. Pittman will be his normal self coming back to these coming weeks.
Yeah, he's not going up against Surtain every single week.
Yeah.
And who is this?
Double
O Asian
ROS question. That's close.
I hate rest of season questions because things can change literally any second of any.
I think it's not close actually. I think it's mixing by a lot.
We have 4 weeks of data where we could look at schedules.
Yeah, I'd go mix a lot because with Kamara, it's I think he'll do well this week. But what if Infamous comes back? Then he goes back to not getting the greasy reception. So give me mix a lot for sure.
Definitely got mixing for me.
Yeah, because Infamous, I'm pretty sure whenever he's healthy, they're going to probably go back to him unless Andy really looks good, which he might. So hopefully it's still Andy. But even if it's still Andy, I'd probably still rather mix a lot because the Bengals offense is so much better.
Yeah. And Patreon question from Frank. He said, how do we feel about CeeDee Lamb's this week because of the groin? I'm afraid he may tweak it and go out early.
No,
I have
AJ.
You just gotta fire him up and hope that don't happen because
a resident Cowboy fan.
You don't play scared. There you
go. I like it.
Let me read off his players, and then because that's what he's asking. Should he change anyone? So Mike Williams, B. Cooks. I have Mike Williams and Brandon Cooks and can make moves to play Breece Hall, Dylan, Gibson, Jeff Wilson, or Samuels if I slide Higgins to my wide receiver 2 spot and open a flex. Higgins should be in the wide receiver 2 over CD right now. And would you guys play any of those other options over CD?
Mike Williams, you're right. I spoke too soon there. I would have. Yeah, I guess there is some. It's hard to get off that.
I don't think I can play Mike Williams.
Get like 12 targets a game.
Because Jalen Ramsey is not good anymore. Jalen Ramsey is getting.
I don't believe in
after
that.
Week.
It's just Jalen Ramsey is good. They just move CD around, so he's not always going to have Jalen Ramsey in coverage.
But think of
Michael-
it though, Diggs torched Ramsey. Debo torched Ramsey. I mean, Ramsey is no longer
Michael Gallup's back,
a
so it's going to
shutdown
open up a
corner.
lot for CD. These targets that he's just been getting are not going to be lost yards anymore. Like he's going to be having.
Yeah, give me CD over Mike, bro. Because with Mike, every week with Mike is a roller coaster. I don't trust that. Give me CD.
It's gonna be a
It's going to be the good part of the roller coaster ride, though, going up against the Browns.
And it's so I was about to say like because they give up.
Ward though.
Who was his first receiver again? It was.
I don't know, man. He's small. Denzel Ward's a good corner, but he's small. And you know what I mean? Like, this is where the advantage comes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. There's no way I could start him over CD unless y'all really think CD's banged
No, but here's
up.
the thing:
And
I can't get off that target.
Things.
I'm still gonna go CD here because I can't get off that amount of targets. He's getting,
exactly. Yeah, because with Mike Williams, even if he's the primary target, we still don't know. Like,
he might be top 3 on the week this week, Mike Williams, because the matchup. You know what I mean?
That's the one thing. Gosh, I don't know. I just can't trust it. I mean, it's fairly close, but I'm leaning CD.
And it's so hard to run on the Rams. You feel me? Like they're just gonna throw. They're a funnel defense. They're just gonna people just throw on them because of that. You know what I mean? So I'm slightly going lamb chops.
And Stoked Grizzly said, "How y'all gonna skip over my questions? Because we got a billion questions in here right now. So yeah, make sure you throw it in."
He didn't sound too stoked there, did he?
It is. It is.
Oh
tough.
yeah, Grizzlies.
And what's his question? What's his question?
Ramondre or Jamali Mall?
Jamal.
Yeah, they got to go Jamali Mall because he's gonna get it all over there. Where Ramondre's obviously got to share with Damian.
Yeah, I like Ramondre a lot this week.
Me too.
But not over
like
Jamali
Bogard said,
Mall.
there's not a way you can't play both.
Yeah. Try to play both if you can. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like both those guys this week.
Yeah.
Gonna be a lot of volume, and I mean we love.
Yeah,
Jamal
it's gonna be a
Williams.
run heavy game. That's why that's my favorite under.
Is Jamal catches for sure is gonna catch balls.
Under 45 points in that one.
I mean, that might be one of the quicker games too, because like
that's what I'm saying. They're gonna be the clock's gonna. There's no way they're gonna be able to run the score up there. I don't think because the clock's gonna run out so quick.
You know, I'm really upset with myself. I didn't bet entire life savings on the under.
See, that's what sucks. Last week, I mean,
Denver.
Patriots versus Green Bay with every bad thing that was over there.
It went over.
We think it's gonna hit the under, and it goes over like heavily.
But it's also a game with Aaron Rodgers in it.
That's what I'm saying.
It didn't go over because of Aaron Rodgers.
No, it didn't go over. I thought it went over.
No, I'm saying it didn't go over because of Rodgers. It went over because of the Patriots.
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying like
they had a pick
they were up on Rodgers. Rodgers had to make the comeback.
Did Parker catch one too?
Patriots weren't supposed to score 28 or 24, whatever they scored.
That's their running game, though. They've got that running game. I mean,
I just go into every NFL game thinking that any team can score any amount of points against any team because, like,
that's why you don't bet your life savings on anything to do with the NFL.
This Zappy Taffy. Who's Zappy Taffy?
Because that's what's crazy.
Candy girl,
bro. They throw up 24. They throw up 24 points. I mean, Zappy only throws for 99 yards. You know, it is the run game, but they still.
I can't get over that's actually his name. His name is Ty.
Bro, he went to high school. Bailey Zappy went to high school
Mac
2 hours
Jones.
from where I live.
He's like they say if someone was playing Mac Jones in a Netflix documentary, it'd be Bailey
Victoria East High School.
That's funny. And Mike said, thoughts on the RB snap share in Baltimore if Bateman sits?
Mike Davis, hell no. It's gonna be fucking.
It had nothing to do with it.
I'm just plugging in Duvernay everywhere.
Dobbins
honestly.
is gonna get it all.
Duvernay's getting a touchdown.
Duvernay is worth a flex play now, I'd say. But they just, I mean, it's all Lamar. Lamar does it all over there.
Yeah.
And Andrews, I mean, outside of him, can you really trust anybody? I don't think.
Hell no.
I think I'm starting. I think I'm starting to lean towards playing Dobbins a little bit more as we're getting closer. It has a little bit of a
because I don't think Gus Bus is back yet.
No. And Rendon, what up? Said if you're in my situation, I have Kamara in my lineup, but I'll be on a long flight Sunday morning. Should I pull him out to be safe or not? We don't know 100% if he's going to play or not. I mean, last week they made it seem like he was going to play, and then last second he didn't.
Damn, that's a tough one.
I think that
I think
don't pull out Kamara. You gotta play Kamara.
He's playing.
You gotta play
Kamara because
he's playing. I know you say he's on the long flight, but no, I don't see it. It was a fluke setback he had last week. I mean, the odds of that happening 2 weeks in a row is very slim. So I'd feel confident playing him.
I think the fact that they didn't try to like keep Latavius after he led them in rushing.
Facts.
On Sunday, that shows that Alvin Kamara went far away.
Yeah, and Kamara's practice full this week.
Yeah.
I mean, and he would have played last week, but he had a setback in pregame warm-ups or some bullshit. So unless that would happen again, he's gonna play.
I mean, that could happen again.
But just the odds of that though are so slim. I feel like,
and it was like, it was ribs. It wasn't, you know what I mean? He's been dealing with ribs, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a pain tolerance thing. So, but he had a setback.
Here's one thing that I will remind you of. Don't forget, if you're not on a red-eye flight tonight, we got the late night booty call session going down. And Adam Schefter always gives us late night information on if someone's expected to play, expected to not play.
Yeah, the thing is, the Kamara thing on Saturday was expected to play, and it wasn't until Sunday morning that he got.
It's very rare we see shit like that though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I tell Rendon to play him, because it's. I mean, the odds of that happening in 2 weeks.
I remember
he's playing. Like
I remember there was one. I think it was like 2018. It was like Evan Ingram. He like tweaked. There was nothing wrong with him all week, and then he tweaked something in warmups, and then like they don't announce it until like, you know what I mean? You know, you see when the starters out there. You know what I mean? And it's like I remember people being outraged, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it was like FanDuel. They gave like people money back or some bullshit. Like, you know, it's one of those ones where like, because you know they didn't get the proper information. You know what I mean?
And Stoked Grizzly throwing in a $2 super chat. I think he's back to being stoked. Appreciate you.
Yeah, shout out to the Grizzly. I mean, we answered this shit. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that was a tough one. The Stevenson, what you call it?
And said, wait, I've never done a super chat. I meant to put a message. No problem. He said, but also wanted to give you guys money. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
One of the mottos of the show, give us money, because we're out here grinding for you guys. And said, keep up the good work. And Drake London, Jalen Waddle, and so 2 questions here: Drake London or Jalen Waddle, and then Damian Pierce or James Conner.
Okay, how many we got?
Waddle and
Pierce for me.
Yeah,
I'm with it. Give me Damian Pierce and Jalen Waddle.
I guess. Like I was maybe I'll go with the panel on this one. It's so close.
I mean,
I
London,
hate James Conner. Fuck him.
You know what? London's gonna get a lot of targets too, but like,
but you can't play him over Waddle.
Yeah, I'm not playing him over Waddle.
Nah,
at least not yet.
Yeah, that's the easy one to me. The running back one is tough to me, because I mean Conner, as much as I hate him, he is.
Eagles are about to swallow up Conner, bro.
Yeah,
but it is the Eagles, so I blame Pierce because of that. Yeah,
the only running back to really get off versus them was Jamal Williams. You know, Swift did all right in that game, but Jamal Williams was the one.
If you combine them, they had a hell of a game, but it was all on like you know, Jamal falls into the end zone twice.
Yeah,
if you combine them, they were the number 1 running back in the league that day.
Yeah, and
that was week
but that's a testament to how good their line is. You know what I mean? The Lions have one of the best lines right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I like it. Darren said, it's my duty to please that booty. I like it. There we go.
We need that job. Which one is that from? That's from part 2, right? From next Friday?
I think so.
Yeah.
And we got a Twitch question in here. This is from Akule, I think. Chase and Damian Harris for Amon-Ra and Breece Hall. I hate doing trades like this. Wide receiver, running back for wide receiver, running back. I really do. I'm going to take the Chase side, though.
Yeah, probably. I don't like that. You're not really gaining anything.
Yeah, that's an ugly trade. I want Breece Hall coming to this point of the year, but I don't want to give up Chase. And Damian Harris is still serviceable.
And this is going to be the game, to not trade him away. If you're trading him away, like this game is going to be where you want to play him.
Yeah.
And Michael said, got a big one. Flex one. Najee Deontay Johnson, Curtis Samuel, Josh Reynolds, Jeff Wilson.
Damn. It's kind of hard to come off of Najee with those other guys.
I know, because it's going to be
Jeff Wilson. Even Jeff Wilson might be like.
Yeah, because of the game script, I think Jeff Wilson can do really well. Curtis could do really
Carolina.
well. I'd say fuck the Steelers. I'd say fuck the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going JWJ.
Curtis or JWJ. Probably JWJ because he's going to get the volume against Carolina.
If Amon-Ra for some reason doesn't play, I'd go Reynolds because he's just getting stupid volume if he doesn't play. But we won't know that until tomorrow also.
So you're picking 2 or?
Oh, no, just
I think
one.
it was just one. Yeah, he must be in a probably shallow league. Yeah, I'd go JW. JW.
I think I'm going to go Curtis or Jeff. That's just me.
Close.
Yeah. Curtis is. Yeah, I'd say fuck the Steelers. Curtis and Jeff would be it, but lean the Jeff.
And man, our man Anthony with the super
Anthony,
chat
what's up, bro?
said just wanted to give a quick shout out to AJ's Dynasty League and the lopsided win in our Week 4 matchup. The pain will go away someday or one day.
I started Cooper Rush. That's my defense. I'm rebuilding there. I have like 4 picks, so yeah, he whooped me.
It happens. Anthony's he's no slouch when it comes to fantasy opponent, that's for sure.
Yeah, I had to grind out a win against him in Week 1 of that 32-man.
I just want to shout out my win against Spencer in the multiverse real quick.
Oh,
I think that
I'm still hot
I think
about
that one's
that,
worth.
man.
I think that one's a little worth bragging
Nick
about.
Bosa,
I didn't start it,
bro.
I didn't have a running back to start because Elijah Mitchell's on IR. Boston Scott got called out. I'm down by 27 points going into Monday night, and Nick Bosa got me a 31-point IDP victory. So shout out to Nick Bosa. Keep me afloat in the moment.
IDP live.
That cost me the fucking playoffs. We're gonna be fighting, AJ.
That's what's crazy is like sometimes it's like one game really costs you a playoff run.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's tough because only 8 teams make it, so that's a bit. Every win is so big in that league.
I've been living off CD and Noah Brown in that league. Godwin coming back's huge for me, so it's time to make.
Yeah, you got some nice receivers. I need Gabe Davis, bro. Come on, Gabe, shake back.
This is gonna be This is gonna be a tough fucking game for me. I'll tell you. I'm going up against Stafford 5000, the other I am Groot, not the baby Groot, like Spencer.
Yeah,
4-0 right now. I am Groot's 3-1. He's projected to beat me by 15 points after Matt Ryan shit the bed, but he also left Alec Pierce on the bench, so it's nice seeing all those points on the bench, not going up against me. He's got a solid offense though. CMC, Kirk, Aaron Jones, DK. Well, Baker Mayfield's not too solid, but not too shabby. I'm curious to see how this goes, but I'm 4-0 right now in the toughest division. AJ's in last in the division at 2-2. There's not one other division in this multiverse that has.
Yeah, at least I'm not in that division.
This is a tough division, bro. This is going to be whoever,
two from each division.
It's going to be whoever has the best record. It's going to be whoever grinds out the above 500 record barely that gets those 2 spots.
I mean, there's 4 teams that are 3-1 just in our division. And then you look at the other, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 outside of our division. There's only 5 3-1 teams total.
I jumped out of last to 6th place. I'm 6th now.
Oh, there you are. Oh shit.
With the win.
Because of the points. You passed up Clark and Dion. There we go.
Damn.
So you're the top 2 and 2 seed.
Oh, I didn't check. You know what? I forgot to check the guillotine shit because it finally processed right the other night.
Oh,
I
forgot to check that.
What's crazy in Bogey's league, I'd be number 2. I'd be 2 with my in Bogey's universe. I'd be number 2 with my record and my points.
Well, which one am I in? Bogey's universe? I always forget.
Let me see.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think I'm in the one with Steezy.
No, that's the one with Bogey.
That is. Oh, wait. Oh, I am in that one. Okay.
Hold on.
No, Bogey's in the one with Chris.
Bogey's in number 2.
Wait, I think I'm in
Spencer's
3.
in 3. Yeah, Spencer's in number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you, JD, blitzed with Blake.
Oh
and
yeah, I'm at
Taco.
JD. Yeah, JD's in mine. Yep, and BW. Okay.
Hey, this is so gangster. Like people are gonna want to get in this next year for real.
Oh, we already have. I mean, multiple people have been like, "You have me on the waiting list, right?" Like I'm there. So
yeah,
like,
how quick bum ass tyrant spot got filled up.
Oh yeah,
Literally like 10 minutes. Like someone took it.
Yeah. It's nuts. We only have there's only 2 4-0 teams, and dang, there's more 0-4 teams than 4-0 teams.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I am Groots in my man. Both Groots are in the same division. He's 3-1, and then fourth and flex TB's 3-1.
Man,
and
so
then
you guys
me
need
and,
me to. You need me to catch a dub over there. Beat I am.
Yeah. Take him down. I'll be rooting for the kingpin.
There you go. It's getting wild over here, man. This league is just so insane. Next year we're probably going to have more than 8 playoff teams now that they changed it. But even if it was like, 12,
like 12, yeah,
and then maybe it's like top 2 in each division plus 4
wild cards,
wild card spots or something like highest.
Hey, you know what? It's funny how like when the players in this league that I have, it makes me like curve my ideology to try to speak it into existence. So it's like I'm like Isaiah McKenzie's about to ball out, bro. He's gonna get all the targets more than Gabe Davis. Just saying shit like that. It's happening. And then I'm like, now I'm about to start Christian Watson and Dobbs like I did last week because I'm like, listen, they're just both gonna eat. You know what I mean? I just keep speaking into existence.
It's such bullshit because my QB spot is the weakest spot out of my entire offense. I mean,
oh man, Ryan, what do you do for you this week?
He got 8.
Right.
Hold on.
Might as well drop it.
He got 18.69 points.
Oh, that's not bad.
69, dude.
Not too bad. I mean, I could have played Hardman over him, but like that's literally the choice that I'm making is like Hardman or fucking or Matt Ryan.
No, that's not money.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But Joe Mixon and Josh Jacobs, I think they're gonna will it for me this week, and CMC is probably gonna suck it up again, like he's been doing. So we'll see what happens.
Is that what the trade was for?
What?
Oh yeah, I swung a trade with CMC in the 14 dynasty.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, bring that up.
Yeah, I traded CMC, George Kittle, and then the CMC's handcuff Chuba Hubbard for Hollywood Brown, Aaron Jones, and then the backup for the Packers, Kylan Hill. So it's basically CMC and Kittle for Hollywood and Aaron Jones.
I guess I'm not mad at it.
Not too shabby.
It's a team build thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed to get a little younger, in Hollywood, obviously younger, more reliable than Kittle. And then honestly, I feel like I want it because I don't feel like Jones is much of a downgrade from CMC.
I think I'd much rather have Jones than CMC right now. Like right now. Like if you ask me right now.
So yeah, exactly. I feel like it was good for right now and the future. So to me,
I think this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna have a tough time against my Niners defense, right? CMC.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I had to move it.
They might fire Matt Rule this week, bro.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. There's a good chance against Cam.
And then whoever comes in, they're gonna be like, feed CMC. So that's where I have reservations. I'm like, CMC,
yeah, but we already talked about this. CMC goes up against the Niners, the Rams, and the Bucks over the next.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm glad I moved his ass.
Or
that's right, huh? We looked at this like 2 weeks ago.
It's like Murderer's Row of run defenses,
right.
Or fantasy football is fantasy football, and this is where Christian McCaffrey picks up and starts dominating.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, shout out to Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac's a fellow savage, so he must see. He was probably thinking,
bro, I'll stock up on CMC if someone's trying to flip me Aaron Jones for CMC, I'd do it.
But Hollywood, though, I feel like Hollywood's a huge upgrade over Kittle. I know it's tied in premium, but Kittle has been trash.
It's crazy that his routes run per dropback is dropped. He's out there blocking. I mean, he's always on the field.
That's what I read that. He's been blocking.
I'm gonna want to buy Kittle more when it gets closer to playoff time because I know they're gonna be calling him up to do more around then.
It's a real thing when Trent Williams is hurt and you need Kittle to help that line out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it was a fairly even deal. I mean, shout out to Bernie Mac. He's
I'm not mad at it.
Competitor, but I mean, for me personally, I felt like it was an upgrade because I also needed receiver help. I mean, my receivers in that league are hot garbage with Judy not panning
thought
out.
about trying to get
First,
CMC off you, but I was like, I already know you would ask for certain things. I was like, you know what? I'll just leave it alone.
All right, let's knock these out. We got 4
Yeah,
questions
for
that we
sure.
got to knock out, and we got more than that. But
Hey, wait, hold on. And you got the Christian McCaffrey in the multiverse?
No, I'm going against him.
Oh yeah, fuck him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
stoked
him.
about it, going against him.
Yeah,
I got Joe Mixon and Josh Jacobs going against CMC. We can do it. And Derek said, need one for the flex. Dubs, Curtis Samuel, Lockett, Miles Sanders, Juju.
damn, that's tough.
I know. I think I'm
I'm
going
going Dobbs.
Art thou Romeo? How do you know? Give
No,
me
actually, I'm
Booby
rolling-
Miles. Give me Booby Miles. Miles Sanders.
Oh, you got
running back
Sanders
with
in there.
Miles.
Oh yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
Sanders.
That's
Yeah,
what
I'm running
going
back with
also.
Miles. My bad, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
Arizona's not great against the run.
Nah, they're I think there's like about 10 teams giving up more points to the running back. So I mean, than them,
Bottom 10.
they're not too good at all.
They're bottom 11 or whatever.
Yep. And BK Fire throwing in that super chat. You the man. Getting you that extra entry. And he said standard RBs: Hunt, Monty, Pierce, Jamali Ball, Willie, Herbert, Lenny. Would you drop any one of those to pick up Mostert off of free agents? No.
No, the Mostert thing's not really happening. It's like it's a lot of work
man.
that's not really equating to shit. You know what I mean?
It's like
Yeah.
comes out.
fucking touchdowns.
It's like equal
Yeah.
because Chase Edmonds is the one scoring the touchdowns, and
Yeah,
most
like
of
if
us
they
don't
would
get
just
in
get
the
one
yard.
guy, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. And let's see.
And like that sucks because he doesn't have
Never
an
trust the
IR for
Dolphins
sure.
backfield. I think we should have learned that over the years.
Well, I mean, Bogey was saying that the entire time. You know, I mean, I was
Yeah.
saying like I'd pick Edmonds if it was like crazy double-digit rounds, you know, like bench player, but he was never going really that far
Yeah.
down.
I was just completely off that backfield altogether. I was just like, I'm just not touching it because it's like it's Mike McDaniel's like he's gonna come in with that Niner shit and like it's gonna be a rotation, but it's been pretty consistent as far as like it's Mostert 70% of the snaps and he's only between the 20s and they get into the red zone and then Edmonds is in there. You know what I mean? It's fucking annoying.
And you know why? It's because Edmonds isn't a fucking workhorse back. And I've been saying this for years and years. While these dumbass fantasy analysts be like, oh, he's about to be the RB1 on the Cardinals
Put
this
him
year.
up in the 7th round. I was like, you can go ahead and do that.
No.
Y'all tell me how that goes. Because here's the thing, too.
I want to see some fantasy receipts on all those people who were like Edmonds over Connor, you know, last year. Because, man, that was just horrible.
I mean, I hate Connor, so I was probably saying slightly, but I was never one to act like Edmonds was going to be a RB1.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. Edmonds only, he had this one game against the Giants years ago when they still had David Johnson. And David Johnson, he got hurt that game.
Yeah, and then Edmonds came in and balled
I think
out.
Edmonds had like 3 touchdowns or something like that. So people just never forget this about him, bro. Just never.
They chased that
2019.
potential. Yeah.
He was a rookie with a rookie. What's his name? Kyler Murray, and that's all he's ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people were just infatuated by the fact that he can catch the ball, but now he's not.
I always told people when you look at Chase Edmonds, he's an 11, 12 touch guy. That's it.
Yeah, that's maximum too. All right, we got 2 questions from Frank over here on Patreon. Good looking, Frank, on being a Patreon member. To become part of the crew, whole bunch of benefits. 420crew.org. You can sign up for as little as $3. You get priority on the Q&A. But the higher the tier you sign up for, the more entries you get into these raffles to make sure you get on the top tiers. So first one for Frank, Jamal Williams or Fournette? Asked because Fournette's looked kind of terrible lately carrying the rock.
I think Fournette does well against Atlanta. I mean,
Right.
considering the fucking Patriots are still.
Can you start both? I mean, we've been saying this a lot,
exactly.
but
Try to start
can you
both,
start
but I'd
both?
probably lean
Yeah,
Lenny.
because Fournette still catches balls too, and he's.
That's what I'm saying, and against Atlanta,
And you got to respect Brady with all those weapons. So this is
Yeah,
gonna
this
be
is
one
the
of them
week
games.
Brady
All of them back.
silences the doubters.
And if you're just, I like to play the matchups as much as possible. Falcons are a better matchup for the running backs than the Patriots. Like on paper, there's only 3 teams giving up less points to the running backs right now than the Patriots. So matchup play is Lenny on this.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. And then one other one from Said, in my 3 flex 2 QB league, I want to upgrade from Fournette. Here's my receivers: Chase, Higgins, Sutton, St. Brown, DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson. Who would y'all use as
Garrett
trade
Wilson,
bait?
I would pair something with Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson still has enough shine on him from the last couple of weeks that like someone might be like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Garrett Wilson plus. No,
Yeah, here's the thing that really sucks is like Sutton and DJ Moore are going to be like impossible to put in a trade where you're like, yeah, getting someone good back.
And I don't want to come off of
Sutton's
Sutton
put up
either.
numbers. I mean, Sutton, you could, DJ Moore. No one's gonna want his.
It's just this Thursday night stink. It's just on him right now.
I mean, he still caught 5 for 74. He didn't stink that bad.
I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean. We just had a lot higher hopes for Sutton.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one. I personally think he's gonna he's got the target shared, or even with Russ sucking. I mean, I wouldn't want to trade Sutton. I'd say trade Will. Try to
I
package.
bet Sierra got a whack ass pussy, bro.
Because
like she can hella dance and everything, so you would think like, okay, let's ride. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, I bet you
horny Russ. Oh man.
I bet you her pussy's a bust.
You know what it is? Maybe it's like in Fast and the Furious. Remember that first one, the Ja Rule? And it's like, you give me no matter what, but if you win, you get her too. And then at the end, after he loses, she was like, get off me. You didn't win, motherfucker. That's Sierra probably after all their losses.
Yeah, real talk.
And then he said, who would y'all target? See, I mean, you really got to go after someone who's like really wide receiver needy. You package up Garrett Wilson and DJ Moore. I mean, who knows? Maybe DJ Moore has a somewhat decent game and you package them both up, or something like that for any kind of running back coming back.
Maybe I'll go after maybe I mean, okay. What now we got to think what we're going after. Maybe I'll try to go after like a Mike Williams because I'm pretty sure the Mike Williams owner ain't really feeling it. You know what I mean? And like just someone with, someone that's somewhere I could upgrade if I'm, you know what I mean? Consolidating down. I'd rather have an upside play if that. Maybe Terry McLaurin. I'm pretty sure Terry McLaurin owners ain't really happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. CeeDee Lamb.
Gabe Davis.
I mean, and then if not, just watch this Sunday. Maybe Garrett Wilson's just a guy for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, because
then very talented.
Then it would turn into like, okay, I'll take Sutton and DJ Moore and go after one of those, the CeeDee Lambs or the whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of options. You just got to find those wide receiver needy teams, and if they have a losing record, even better.
Go after the best receiver they got, and be like, here's these guys.
No, yeah, and he wants the running back, but that's where you'd be.
Running back. Oh yeah.
There you go.
You know what's gonna be tough. People that got good running backs right now, they're holding on to it because the running back landscape's so bad in general.
Yeah, they're dropping like flies. In 2 weeks, Lenny will probably be looking like a real shiny piece compared to some of these people. But that's why we just got to keep working the waiver wire like crazy, like literally every single week.
I would go hold Rashad White if I was him.
The Red River Bowl is happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just hold on to that backfield. You know what I mean?
Man, LSU. Speaking of college, man, LSU's getting clapped right now by Tennessee. That boy, the Tennessee quarterback, he looks like he might be a legit draft prospect. Hendon Hooker. That boy,
Hell of a name.
Hendon Hooker. Yep. He's
Hooker,
looking LSU, man.
Hooker,
LSU is horrible.
Hooker with the drop back.
Hooker's running out to the corner right now.
Yep, 23-7. 23-7.
Hooker really killed that corner route.
People thought LSU was trending up. Nope.
Bad news. Hey, stranger, with the question here, non-PPR. Pick one for the flex. Dobbins, Gabe Davis, Kareem Hunt. I know which way I'm leaning, but I want your advice.
My mother never told me to ever talk to strangers. I don't remember the question. What was it again?
Yeah, look, I like his
Dobbins,
profile
Davis,
pick,
Hunt,
like just out in the middle
non-PPR.
of the woods, a hey stranger. I would probably go Gabe Davis though for this because of the matchup.
Yeah,
because I think that Ravens, they're gonna be throwing it against Burrow. The Browns, who did the Browns play? The Chargers.
Yeah, in non-PPR, I'm really just trying to think who has a better chance of scoring. Yeah, non-PPR. So
Honestly, I might go Hunt since it's non-PPR. Because with the Browns, I mean, they're gonna run
I'm
it
going
in.
Gabe Davis.
No, I am too. And what I was about to say is I'm really
One
trying
play
to think
of one big
who has double TD, you know, like who could have that in the
Yeah, Gabe
repertoire?
Davis is a
I think
TD
Gabe Davis has
machine when
that.
he's right. Yeah.
He's back to 100% full go on Wednesday. Like we've been waiting for this since week 2 or whatever because he got hurt in week 1.
Yeah,
Finally.
I'm gonna be low. I'll have him in some leagues. I won't be mad. I'll be low key mad because he was the main piece in that deal with Dion. But I just I like him a lot, but I couldn't give up what Dion wanted. And I mean, it's fair on Dion's, but I mean, Gabe Davis is really good, so I would have had to pay
Someone's
up.
kicking, man. I want to burn up. I'm like, go over there.
But yeah, I'd probably
drive your car over
there.
Every time I come in here, it just smells like pine cones, and Daddy be tripping. Robert said, I'm thinking about sending Carr for Russ in a couple weeks. Am I crazy? I mean, Carr really hasn't been too much either, so I haven't really diagnosed these guys' schedules like that.
Yeah, I'd go whoever has the more favorable schedule out of them.
Who is it? Carr versus who?
Russ.
Carr, like trading Carr for Russ.
Or just play the matchups. Like if it's single QB, just have them both and play.
Right now, I think the uglier is Russ, but I think Russ is on the way up. I think this just is what it is with Carr. Like this shouldn't surprise nobody. This is just how I think Carr he overachieves in the last couple years versus this is just really how he is. You know what I mean?
You know what's wild is on paper. I mean, because we're only talking on paper. We're just talking about points given up to the QBs and all that. As of right now, I guess week 5 was included. Russ has the easiest schedule on paper for any QBs, as far as teams giving up fantasy points to.
You hear that, Russ?
I like that.
Hey, Russ is right. He's mad right now
because
he woke up next to that whack ass pussy. He's like, man, this bitch dances hella good. She doesn't lay on her back now. He's like, God damn it. He said, that's right. She's like, no, I'm tired.
It's
like, what the fuck, bitch?
Fucking 40, Russ.
And here's what's crazy is the Raiders, they have the 19th easiest schedule or, toughest, whatever. So, I mean, they're not even in the top half. And one of the teams that's been giving up a bunch of points.
You're going to see that mascara. You're going to see that mascara coming down his eyelid and he's crying, bro.
They play Kansas City week 18, so they don't even get one of the more favorable matchups, for the fantasy.
What the hell happened to the AFC West, bro? We all thought the AFC West so great. Outside of Mahomes, they've all been let down.
Hey, Mahomes for MVP. I said it this year. He's going to lose Tyreek. He's going to throw the team on his back, and that's what he's doing.
Okay, look at it.
Chargers are doing Charger things, getting hurt.
Yep. Yeah, hey, Raiders doing Raider things and Broncos just straight up sucking.
Hey, this is one of those gambling ones this is one of those jewels. You ready for this? Derek Carr in bad weather sucks. And then every time Derek Carr's went there in cold weather games, he sucks. But he's going to KC, and when he goes to KC, he always sucks. I'm just trying to figure out what to smash here. Are we smashed? Because I don't want to smash the under here. But I feel like it's in play because they're not going to be able to make it a game on their side.
How's it going to be in play when the Chiefs can go for 40?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know which to smash. That's why I'm bringing
this going over. Chiefs
they've scored the most points in the NFL right now.
Yeah, they're going to light up the Raiders. They're going to score 40.
They just scored 41 on the best defense in the league on the Buccaneers.
This is going to fuck
me
up. I don't know what to smash here. I feel like we could use this.
And
he's a smash for sucking in the.
Kelsey's going off, bro.
Tourney
Kelsey's going off. Kelsey and Mahomes are going off. That's where I'm with it. CEH is having a game too.
Did I pick the Colts? I picked fucking Denver, probably. Fuck, man. Damn it, man. I had a great week last week in the ATS tournament off the rough start.
I definitely forgot.
A lot of people picked Denver, though. A lot of people picked Denver, though, so we're not too far
because that shit's
behind.
on Amazon Prime now. It's different to watch. Nobody's like.
Oh yeah, Busy Boy got it right. We got the Colts.
Shout out to my man Busy.
Yeah,
he's doing his thing already. He's in full swing. He's like the college guy. He's killing it right now.
Oh yeah, they got a lot. Yeah, I should have smashed Tennessee, man, against the spread. Fuck, because they're killing LSU.
And before we do Chase, hey, Stranger said y'all mentioned Hooker from Tennessee, but the best name in college football is the Texans QB3 General Booty.
Oklahoma.
That's hard.
That's fucking insane. What?
Oh my god, I need him to be a starter.
Yeah,
General Booty.
Yeah.
Report.
It's Oklahoma's actually.
Wait, what was
Texas
it?
is smacking
Oklahoma's
Oklahoma
QB3.
28-0.
Yo, salute
Yeah,
the booty.
Oklahoma's horrible this year because they don't have Lincoln Riley anymore. Lincoln Riley was the
Where did he go?
reason
He went to LA.
USC.
USC.
Yeah, he went to USC. That's why
Oh, he went
USC is
to
so good.
the
this
LA
year.
school.
Yeah, they brought Caleb Williams over there. He's
Oh yeah, they gave him all the monies, right? They gave all the money.
Yeah, the NIL monies. Yep.
No way. Okay, wait. So I had to Google this just to double check. And Spencer's right. He's on Oklahoma, Mr. General Booty. And he's actually the nephew of the former USC quarterback, John David Booty, if you guys remember that guy's name.
JDB.
Oh yeah, I remember John David Booty. Yeah, that was a USC quarterback. Yeah.
That's funny. So yeah, the legacy is alive and well. One Booty to the next.
Yeah, they're down 28-0 and still no General Booty.
General Booty. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He comes from a long lineage. His uncle, Sergeant
So
Booty. You know
So unrelated, but I think
Another uncle,
Bijan's going to
Lieutenant
be the
Booty.
1-1.
Lieutenant Dan Booty.
The infamous Booty family.
I'll take your word on it, AJ, because I don't pay attention to college at all.
Bijan's going to be 1-1 in the dynasty drafts.
Like
who?
Malik was at this time last year.
Wait, who? Bijan. Who's
Bijan
that?
Robinson.
Oh yeah,
Who's
who's
he
he the
with?
running back for? Texas.
Oh yeah. He's the stud with Texas. Yeah.
Okay.
Texas has a really good offense.
Yeah, when Ricky
they
came
got
on the-
Sarkisian's over there now.
Yeah, bro. And you know what he did? He's taking that Shanahan shit and running with it everywhere. Because you know, when Sarkisian took over for Shanahan in Atlanta, they basically just adopted the same playbook that was in play. And a little bit of tweaks here and there. And he fucking like the water boy, the guy in the water, coach in the water boy, he's just kind of been running that shit everywhere. He won a title with it over there with Mac Jones. That's why I was making a small case for Mac Jones during that time. Like, okay, well, maybe the Niners could look at him because he fits in that system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember
a lot of the experts had Mac Jones mocked to the Niners because of that very reason.
That's how I viewed it.
Fit.
Yeah.
System.
But I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did.
Yeah, Lance has much more.
Lance has the upside, even though we'll just never know because he'll just be dead.
Hopefully we'll know next year because man, him being dead, him and Javante, bro, they both died. That's
my girl follows everybody.
The curse of Smitty. Bro.
Yeah, for real though. And fuck Smitty. My girl, she follows all the wives, the Niner wives, and all that shit like that, and Debo and everything. She follows everybody on Instagram. And so she always shows me shit. Say, oh, look at this, they're all kicking it. It's like Debo is having a barbecue. You know what I mean? Now he got a big old house because you know what I'm saying. He got the bag, and they show everybody's in the backyard. Everybody's chilling. You know what I'm saying? They're all grubbing. All the wives are kicking it, and the kids are running around. And you just see Lance. He's in this fucking wheelchair. He looks hella mad and shit. He's in the fucking corner. I'm like,
I need that.
My guy Lance like that.
I need that picture.
Remember when Ricky came on the show? Been on a couple times, and he made sure to mention how dope the running back was for Texas right now.
Yeah, he did say that. He's like that kid, Bijan.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be a first-round draft pick in real life.
We didn't have a first-round running back last year, so that'd be big time.
Okay, you know what? The Rams will probably do. Oh, they don't have first rounds. Who?
Rams and the Niners. None of you guys got first rounders over there.
Yeah. Well, that's how we roll. Who grabs a running back then? Who needs one? Arizona.
Eagles have 3 first-round picks, and right now the one that they got from the Saints, the one they got from the Saints is at the number 4 overall pick right now.
Man, fuck. The way it's looking, they're gonna get a
Eagles are gonna be stacked, bro. They're gonna be stacked. They have 3 firsts next year.
Fuck.
Their best one's the number 4 overall.
They probably do get a running back too. Because
I think Miles Sanders is a free agent. Yeah,
they didn't pick up his. Yeah, son. He was a second rounder anyway, or third rounder.
Yeah, he'll be a free agent, so they'll probably take that.
Isn't this going to be another big receiver class?
Man,
too?
Bijan and Jalen Hurts. Holy fuck, that'd be insane.
You want to go up there?
M Doggy said McLaurin, Zeke, DK, Hall, Dubs, CEH. Pick one for the flex. I'm going CEH. Yeah.
Yes.
Vintage
The
CEH.
fresh
As much as
prince
it
of
pains me
Bel-Air.
to say it, yes, it's awful, but yes.
It honestly
Hey,
like hurts me
okay,
inside
fun
to say
fact.
that, honestly.
Fun fact. He has a touchdown against the Raiders. What was it? The last 4 games straight, I think it was. I forgot. I was looking at that.
Dang. So buy a CEH anytime touchdown, huh?
Yeah.
I like it.
This goes back to 2020.
Man, LSU's got no answers.
Savage Jeremy said, I know General Booty's childhood must have been hell.
Hey, that's probably what drove him to make college football.
Listen, I would have made it my duty to have all the big booty hoes around me.
That's it, right? Like, I'm the general of the booty. I can say who's got the
Right?
best booty or not.
Back when it was okay to slap girls' booties before
like
they, now you get Me Too or whatever the fuck they do to these motherfuckers. But you know what I'm saying? He's just in a line, just hella booties.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, come on, booties. 8 of them with him all the
I'm
time.
the general booty.
Right? He hits the club and they go, oh shit, General Booty's here. You know what I mean? They all start twerking.
Oh, man.
That is
They
funny.
got to salute him, right?
They gotta salute him with the booty.
And
See, he just needs to be a rapper, bro. He's in the wrong business.
and Derek
Make
said,
booty music.
Derek said Gabe Davis, Lazard, Samuel, Dubs, and Herbert pick 2. I'm going the first 2.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis, Lazard.
Damn,
I like
over
Dobbs.
Dobbs.
I like Dobbs, but it's just the thing is like
Yeah, I don't give me Gabe and Samuel, bro. I don't know which one I like more out of Lazard and Dobbs.
One thing I will say is Lazard's finally back to 100%. First time since the preseason. Off the injury report, getting full practices all week.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's go get one.
And M Doggy said, I love how Bogey hates CEH, but has to admitting that it's okay to start him.
That's exactly how I feel too. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
done
I'm
the
trying to
14.
put hits out on him every week and he still doesn't die.
Yeah.
And M Doggy said, for real, I used to smack all the cakes.
Right back in the day, she'd be in the club, you're like, and the girl would laugh, because she knows she got a big ass booty. You know what I mean? Now they're like, oh my god, don't you get canceled, bro.
Yeah, now you ain't handling that now. White Moon says, do we think Lamb and Higgins play? Yeah, I think both of them play.
Want to stay here? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
anyone-
they're on track. Yeah.
And I don't think they'd be on pitch counts either if they play.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And we made it all the way to the end. I'm sure we skipped a couple questions along the way. But if there's any other questions, go ahead and throw them in. Tino's got a comment and said Gabe Davis sucks.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Tino. I'm glad I didn't take that trade then.
And Derek said, thanks, panel. Hell yeah. Let me see. I'm going to smoke this bowl. We don't have any questions in or anything, but let's get some thoughts out there about anything you guys want to talk about going into this week, and we'll probably get out of here pretty soon.
Yeah, I got a couple asking for a friends, if y'all don't mind. I got one. Speaking of Lazard, I got one. It's a 2 flex league. I'm trying to decide who should be my second flex out of Lazard and Deontay.
I'm going Lazard.
That's what I got in right now. And another one for running back 2. This is a shallower league. This is Jeff Wilson or Greasy Breezy or Rahamador. I got all 3 in the mix. I don't know which one.
Say it again. Who was it?
Brees Hall, Stevenson, and Jeff Wilson.
Is it crazy that I really think Stevenson is going to blow up this much, like versus the Lions? Like I think
Tino says Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, who do they play again? Panthers. Yeah. Yeah, Panthers, they're middle of the road, giving up points to the running back. I think I'm still going to play the matchup and just go the Lions and go against the Lions.
Okay, so I have Brees in right now. So you think definitely not Brees. So I think they're all saying Wilson. I was thinking about switching him out.
And who do the Jets play
The
again?
Dolphins. The Dolphins haven't been very good, though. That's why I had Brees in.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that giving up points to the running back, they've kind of been amazing, though. Like, I mean, as far as like not.
Oh, they've been good against the run.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they've been more gassed against the pass. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Mix-a-Lot got bottled up against. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it. I'm on Wilson.
and Mixon, yeah, even though he got bottled up, I mean, he did okay. I mean, he did all right for like, you know, having Mixon, but yeah, everyone was disappointed in him though, that's for sure.
Yep.
Let's see. Hey, Stranger said bench question, 12-team non-PPR. Either of these two worth picking up and stashing on the bench, Brian Robinson or Murray? Brian Robinson for sure. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Even though it's a
rob the
non-PPR,
mob, bro. Yep.
even though it's a non-PPR, I mean, we're assuming that he's gonna be a guy who gets a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, he very well could. I mean, and he'll start getting volume once he gets back in game shape. Because Antonio Gibson's not that guy.
No. And Michael Joseph said, got a quick question. One flex. Najee, Deontay, Curtis Samuel, Jeff Wilson, or
JWJ. We got to that one earlier, actually.
Okay. Yeah, he just re-threw this one in right now, so maybe he didn't hear it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. For me, Wilson.
Yeah, I'm going JWJ in that one.
Same.
Yeah.
Carolina's gonna be down like Frankie Louvu, and you know what I mean. Carolina's backed up right now.
Yeah, it's all bad. And White Moon said pick 2: Miles Sanders, Jeff Wilson, Rashad Penny. First
Ruby
two.
Miles and JWJ.
Yeah. It's easy to not chase that penny.
Not the Savage. He said I slapped a chick's ass a few years ago. Thought she was about to kill me.
Hey, you feel me? See, that's dangerous. This is like a 15-year ago thing. It was all right. You know?
Yeah.
That was back when you'd have the little John on there. To the windows.
Yeah,
to
real
the
talk.
wall.
Real wow. This is just twerking out.
Out my balls. Skeet.
Shit, we used to be on a dance floor. If a bitch is wearing a dress, bro, you just pull her dress up, and she breaking you off with her ass out. Like that just be a regular thing.
Yeah, it's going wild.
You know what I mean? That's how you know it was about to be a good night. You're like, oh shit, okay, we're going somewhere.
Damn,
we're
club's
going
whack
places
nowadays. We need to throw it back to them days.
Hey, look at back in the Halloween parties, right? You know what a Halloween party is? Bitches is just like they put like ears on or something. They're just butt naked and like some whatever it is, bro.
Little
That's really what they just in bra and panties basically. Boom, we're going out, bra and panties. You know what I mean?
Nice.
They might put some leggings on or something and like some cat ears.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was all those girls that I saw at I remember when I said Ice Cube was out at the NFL draft.
Yeah.
It was all those girls that were out there doing it. They were dressed very conservatively, but when Cube started getting on there, the booty shaking started coming out. All these old bitches just getting it down, getting it in.
They're like, oh girl.
Remember how we were getting down to this?
Yeah, it brings it right back to 1999. And
Tino said hella naked kittens and all pregnant.
Right? Tino knows. Hey, Tino's wife is Vietnamese, and like you know what I'm saying. We would go party with the Vietnamese, bro. They would just be out there naked, bro. Basically, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The Vietnamese girls just be out there just basically naked. You know what I mean? Maybe a panties on. You know what I mean? And some pasties or something. Nice. Go to the raves. The raves be butt ass naked, bro. In a rave. Kind of weird though too, because you might see like a dude, he's butt ass naked. She's like, bro, come on, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're like,
bro, knock it off, man. You hit my elbow. Come on.
Hey, remember, don't be a menace. They're getting down on the dance floor.
Look at these freaks get busy on the dance floor.
Fucking on the dance floor, bro.
I'm dead.
Shit.
Derek said one more now that we're talking Hall. Pick one. Hall, Dubs, Curtis Samuel.
Curtis.
I'm going Hall.
I'm going.
I like Dobbs' matchup. Dobbs got a soft matchup. The only thing is like isn't going to be necessary to throw the ball a lot. You know what I mean?
I'm going Samuel on this also. And Tino said, "Move your dick, bro. I'm trying to grab a napkin."
It's like I just got a visual of like a butt naked dude at like the food like the food table. Like, bro, put it away, bro.
Yeah, like what the they all the naked chicks. Then there's one naked man. What the fuck, man? What? Come on.
Hey,
man.
there used
Come
to
on.
be like some urban legends back in the day. Like when you go to raves, like you look out for that motherfucker, he's dressed like Winnie the Pooh and he's poking everybody with AIDS. You know what I mean? And he had like these girls. He had these girls. They wore angel wings and shit, and they were going around like his little assistants just poking people at these raves. So it was like terrifying. I remember it was years ago. In fact, when you find them old picture boxes, like a box with all these pictures and shit. Well, back in the days, that's how we had it before Instagram and all that. We had pictures, right? So I find some old pictures from a rave, bro, and I'm looking in the background. There's a motherfucker. He was dressed as Winnie the Pooh. I was like, oh shit,
Was that him?
He was there? Huh?
Damn,
Was that him?
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. No, but because that's the thing though. When you had underground raves, motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Anything goes, bro. Motherfuckers, you have 15-year-olds doing drugs and shit. You know what I mean? And then you have like maybe an off-duty cop or two. They're in uniform, but they're off duty, and so they're paid under the table. And then you'd have like a Ming shift like nurse, like someone in like nursing school or something. They're just on hand for anybody that ODs. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my god,
yeah,
that sounds
man.
very safe.
you just rent the warehouse and motherfuckers will charge like $50, $40 at the door and shit, and you get hundreds of kids to show up. You know what I mean?
M Doggy said Conklin or Kittle.
Kittle.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Conklin's still been getting all the targets though.
Conklin's against fucking the Dolphins and
how the Dolphins against the tight end?
Panthers.
I like Dolphins linebackers and safeties over there. So
yeah, I'd probably go Kittle.
Yeah, so Dolphins have actually given up. Well, Andrews was one of the big games they gave up, but even to the tight ends against Cincy.
I'm calling it. It's a Carolina. Kittle's getting a touchdown against Carolina.
Let's get it.
I see that.
And I like it. Michael said I passed out after the bong rip, so I just missed it. That's why I got the answer earlier.
Nice.
And Marco said McKinney or Joyner in Dynasty. Should I hold on to both of them?
Yeah, McKinney. I have Xavier McKinney. Yeah, I think he'll pick it up. He's young and he plays all the snaps.
They bring in Landon Collins. They brought Landon Collins back.
Who?
Oh, they did.
Who picked up Landon Collins?
Fuck, I hope not. That's gonna kill my McKinney shares. But I'd still keep him in Dynasty.
I don't know if the Giants
young.
picked him back up. I know.
Yeah, they had signed him to the practice squad though.
Oh, it was the Giants. He went back home. Okay.
Yeah, he went back home. I think though. I think McKinney will be okay. I mean, he's their strong safety, right? I mean, he should be fine.
And Don said Hurst or Mike or Thomas, and I don't even think Logan Thomas is going to play. Right? They're saying that he's
he's highly questionable. Give me Hayden Hurst Helmsley.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll know tomorrow for sure. They got the early game, but it's already not sounding good every single day.
What happened to Logan Thomas? His knee is the same knee, huh? From the ACL.
I think it was something else, but it's probably stems from the ACL. That's what always happens to these dudes that come back from ACLs, and they end up with more injuries. Look at Godwin.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, when they reattach the ACL, the reason why hamstrings come up fast is because that first time you stretch that motherfucker out, that surgically repaired shit, it pulls on that hamstring. They're all connected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're favoring, or a lot of times you're favoring the non-repaired leg, and then you end up, pulling the hamstring in there just because you're favoring it. You know what I mean?
Chris is in the house. What up, bro? He got his fuck team. He got his fuck team defense shirt in the mail, and then he said he got super high as well. So I wonder if he just woke up like right now for the day after.
I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Gelato is just great. You know what I mean?
And just Sean LV on Twitch. What up, dude? Trade offer. I give JT and AJ Brown. I kind of already don't like this. I received Justin Jefferson and James Robinson. I'm leaning towards accepting this.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yep. Jay Jettis, man, give him to me.
It is so crazy that I'm willing to take Robinson over Taylor right now.
Even after his bad game too, not getting used that much. I know it was the Eagles, but I don't know. That last game made me nervous about Robinson. I'm not dropping him out.
Yeah, it's this trade. Honestly, I'd probably just I don't know. I love Jettis, but to me, Taylor's still better than Robinson, and Jettis is better than Brown. But is he enough better to justify this? I don't know.
That's why I'm gonna say hold.
I'd probably
unless you just want to
hold.
cheer for Jefferson that much, and then do whatever you want to do. But
Yeah, I mean Jefferson's that
I
good.
probably-
I mean,
you know
to me,
what?
Jefferson's the best
I will
player in the
hold.
deal.
I would
I'd probably
hold.
hold because AJ Brown's that dude. AJ Brown could be a top
Yeah,
5
his
receiver
ske-
himself.
His schedule's so friendly too.
Yeah, I'd
Like,
probably just
AJ Brown's
don't
schedule,
sell
that's
JT.
what-
Don't sell JT at his lowest point.
Yeah. Double OM. What up, bro? 4,000. He said Santa Claus downtown clubbing was the best. Had a line of bitches sitting on my lap.
You feel me, bro? If you was Santa, listen, bro. Oh my god, I remember this man. I think I told a story before, but like, there's a dude, one of the homies. He was Peter Pan for Halloween, and but like he turned that thing all the way up. Like he put a dildo in his inner thigh in his tight. So like everywhere we went, bitch was just like taking pictures with him, grabbing it, and he was like, bro, and he wasn't the guy that really got no pussy like that. So he's like, but Halloween's my favorite. I'm like, yeah, but you still got to take it. You still didn't take one home. I'm like, he got all the attention all night though, because first of all, it's hella lame to be Peter Pan. So that was the allure, right? He had the eyeliner and everything. But then you see that big old schlong in the thing, and they're like, it was just hilarious, man.
But the only thing he got left with at the end of the night was some blue balls.
Was a dildo. When he could have turned that thing into a party. Like, look, baby, you and your friend. I'd say I got the dildo for my assistant. You know what I mean?
That just made me think of me, myself, and Irene. Remember when he gets all pissed off after the night of sex? He was like, I turned my back and you shove it in my ass. And she was like, for your information, you shoved it in your own ass.
He's like, your face is so cute. Your eyes are all scrunched up. Like you just sucked on a lemon.
You just let your blemishes hang out and all.
He tore her up.
That's just funny.
I think he was with her too in real life at one point.
I think so, right?
Jim Carrey was always slaying the ones he was in the movies with. Like he was with that girl from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
see, look at back in the day. Remember, look at Dumb and Dumber. Remember, he's hugging on her.
Yeah,
He pulls her skirt up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we were able to do things in the 90s, man. Let me see how your ass looks real quick. You know what I mean? She didn't have no cakes at all, but
not at all. And Lincoln said the Triple H, it's time to play the game.
And I go ahead.
It's all about the game.
Oh yeah. And you the man, Marco, said thanks so much for all your help, guys. Appreciate you, dude.
What's the name of that band that plays his shit?
Radiohead.
Radiohead. There you go. The Ace of Spades.
It's Motorhead.
Motorhead. There you go.
Radiohead like chill shit.
Radiohead was
I'm a creep. Like it's real that's a big hit. Yeah.
Wasn't it the old dude from Soundgarden? Oh no, that was
Chris Cornell is on.
Yeah, that was Audio Slave, right?
Yeah.
Hey, troubled soul, that guy.
Yeah, I fuck with 90s music. That's some good shit. Nirvana and shit. That shit goes hard.
Nirvana was my shit.
Yeah, that boy Cobain, bro. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
He got killed, I tell you. They killed him.
The conspiracy, bro. Yeah, Courtney Love, bro. They put the hit on him.
Man, shit's wild. And Marco said, drop Barton, Angelone, Joker, or Logan Wilson for Malcolm Rodriguez. This is tough. If I really got to,
I can't drop Logan Wilson.
Nah, well,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Anzalone. I mean, you've already got Anzalone. Why?
I'll play both. See, I would play both of them.
Just keep the ones you have.
I would play both Anzalone and Rodriguez.
I'd get rid of JOK. I mean,
there you go. Yeah, fuck the Joker thing. That's not a thing.
Yeah, it's been so hit or miss for him over there.
Yeah.
That's if you got to make a business.
I had to ask Cuss. I said, "What's the big deal with Joker? Like, why is everyone?"
Pitts is out, bro.
Yeah, Ravi Pitts is out. So
your answer's already done for you. It doesn't matter what we say.
Man, it was so crazy. I saw
the universe answered that for you.
In the Facebook group, someone's like, "Man, I really have to play Conklin because Pitts is out." And like
Conklin's been better than Pitts.
He has more points than Pitts right now. Like,
a lot more.
Thanking the lucky
stars. It pains me to say it. I mean, yeah, Conklin's better. I still think though, when Ritter gets in there, it's just don't sell Pitts for the low because when Ritter gets in there, better days are ahead for Pitts.
Yeah. All right, last question.
John
then we're
Ritter's
gonna get
son.
out of here.
Yeah,
And
he's better than fucking Mariota.
that's for sure. Mike said, start one. Mike Davis, Samaje Perine, Justin Jackson, DJ Jollis, Sausage McVay. That's what's crazy. This might be the 32-team league.
Sausage McVay. Let's go.
Start sausage.
Those all suck. Yeah, definitely a Sausage McVay. I feel like AJ don't start a running back.
So Mike's in
Perine.
Mike's in the 32-team league.
That's
with
the-
us.
that's the
Maybe
key.
Maybe
I
this
go-
is the
I go
32-team league RB start.
I would go
Justin
P.
Jackson,
Ryan.
bro. I'd go Justin Jackson. If I
I go
had to
P.
pick.
Ryan. P. Ryan actually gets in the mix. Like
Jackson
easily.
got in the
Jackson
mix
touchdown.
last week, and P. Ryan
Yeah.
didn't. But, I mean, you
Yeah.
never know. I mean, it's
I-
a coin, but
Sausage
I'd go
McVay.
Definitely.
McVay, yes.
Definitely.
I need to get y'all
Sausage
saw the
McVay.
shirt from Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's show. Yeah, that shit was dope, man. And a cup of coffee sold separately with the
Yeah.
KUPP of coffee.
Right.
Yeah. If I'm picking one out of all these guys, it is Justin Jackson, though. Look at last week. He got in there.
that's-
Jamal's not going to get 100% of everything the entire time. And he just
I gotta order me a sausage McVay shirt.
Oh yeah, I'm
Baseball.
gonna order me a Sausage McVay and a Win Ugly with Handsome Jimmy.
Yeah, I need me one of those too because Jimmy's back.
Yep,
There
there
we
it is.
go.
Yep,
He's
cup
in
of
the trash
coffee
can.
sold separately.
Like the grouch. You know what's funny is like see Miles is so dope because like all you gotta do is just like brainstorm some ideas and then he has that artistic eye for shit. Like oh I know what I'm gonna do. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, DMT MVP, and then
Yeah,
then the Zach Wilson MILF Slayer. That needs to be his next one.
There we go.
I hate
Yeah, hell
yourself.
And Facebook user said AJ Dillon or Bobby Trees. AJ Dillon for me.
Give me
Yeah,
Dylan.
Easily, AJ Dillon.
I think
Bobby Trees has been been
Bobby
coming back
Trees
on
should be
though.
pretty good. Bobby
Mhm.
Trees is a decent second flex.
I mean, yeah, he's a strong flex. Really, he's gonna get like nine targets. I just don't.
Yeah, I got him in the
the run game
SBI.
should work a lot here.
I'm glad
the
I
run
got
game should work
Robert
a lot.
Woods in the SBI because that fucking A-Rob the Mobs has been such garbage. At least Bobby Trees is somewhat okay.
Yeah, and like, but see, I just feel like they're gonna be able to get the run game going heavily with Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Like, because
The thing they're gonna need to throw it though because Washington's
stranger.
gonna sling it.
That
That's
is
gonna be a
true.
high scoring game.
That could low key be. I think this is Washington has a chance to win this game, but still lose time of possession battle.
Yeah, for sure. And Hey Stranger said I picked up Conklin is averaging like 7 targets a game. Not bad for a tight end. For sure. I mean, Joe Flacco's throwing it like 50 times a game. And then Zach Wilson.
It did
is still
translate.
good to him.
It translated to over to Zach Wilson. So I'm a little comfortable with Conklin. But I mean, earlier when we got asked Kittle or Conklin, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. And even in his worst games, even in his worst games for Conklin, 9 points, but he got 9 targets in that one, didn't score a touchdown. And then this past week, 8.2 points, 5 targets, 52 yards, though. If you get over 40 yards, you got a really good shot at being a top 12 tight end, regardless of touchdown or not. All right. And we're going to get up out of here. Let's just do a little round robin. And AJ, tell everyone what you got going on, everything new happening.
Y'all can find our YouTube at the Fantasy Frontline Podcast. Y'all can also see us on the Get Right Fantasy Network. Y'all can see our stuff streamed on there too. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at FFT_AJ. Just been working on the pod and
My
something else
son
in the works
makes me
that I'm
so
not going to talk
proud.
about yet.
Hell yeah, AJ.
And Spencer, let them know everything you got going on.
Oh, show. Yeah, so got it going at BetNola, all the betting isms and fantasy isms, bet.nola.com. That is, we got it all on there as far as I got prop plays, ATS plays, like all that shit. And also, of course, the fantasy content with my own brand at Spencer, the Guru Nation, still rocking strong. We're going to be back with our Sunday morning Q&A tomorrow, as well as the rankings, the weekly rankings dropping tonight, most likely. So yeah, it's Spencer the Guru, baby. Let's get it.
And what up, Philly White Boys? I got Brian Robinson coming off IR. Is Elijah Moore safe to drop at this point?
Who
I
else you
don't
got to
want
drop?
to drop him. I would say,
Who else you got to drop?
It's got to be someone else, but that might be the last person like on his bench. But really, if you can leave Brian Robinson in the IR, like, you know, hopefully you don't need to pick anyone up if you just need to like move. Well, if it's on sleeper, I guess they're gonna make you like make the move. I guess it depends on what platform you play on and if you can leave Robinson in the IR for one more week or not.
Yeah.
Let this week be your deciding factor.
He got activated.
Yeah, so yeah, like if Elijah Moore goes off, then I mean, yeah, but I mean, if he sucks again, then yeah, the decision will be easy next week.
And yeah, Derek said until tomorrow, y'all, we going live at 9 a.m. Eastern again. Yep, because we got the London game, bloody. So we'll be up hella early. And we also got the late night booty call going down tonight as well. Not exactly sure the start time yet. It's going to be like 8 or 9 California time for the start time. So just be ready, get those notifications on.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And Crispy said trying to pick up Mixon for Eckler, but I want something else. What do you think? I mean,
Eckler.
That's the tough part because, like, the guy, like on paper, the names are even.
Yeah, the Eckler side, they're gonna. You'd have to give up an extra piece. Like,
I think he's trying. Is he giving up mixing and bringing over Eckler? Right.
That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna want to do that.
No, I'm giving up Eckler.
He's giving up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want Mixon plus.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, get plus.
You know, even though.
Yeah, get a receiver, get like a bit, you know, like a fucking Olave or Garrett Wilson.
You know,
like
I'm okay. I'm okay with
piece.
just having Mixon, to be honest. Too. I mean, I'm not just having Mixon, but because I think Mixon's better at this point. You know what I mean? Like, just we need like for Eckler, you need him to get like 8-9 receptions, and it's like that means they need to be in negative game scripts, or he ain't getting those targets. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's hella weird.
All right. Let's get the hell up out of here. Bogey, why don't you take us home?
Well, say you already know. Universe, give me money. The earth is my turf. And may the fantasy gods be with you. Let's go.
Peace out.
Peace.
Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's hard time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, living that. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day.